Okay, so welcome to session 5. Woohoo! 5 sessions of Pathfinder.
We've almost made it out of the tutorial area, guys.
Yeah, you guys
Almost.
almost.
We got dogs.
All right.
We do got dogs.
Last session,
Them dogs.
the party discovered Marcus is undead. They learned Ivar can heal him with negative energy. You guys discovered scouts with and sleds and dogs. You raided them doing Viking shit. It was in the middle of a berry orchard. They were having huge, like fist-sized berries that they were putting
We're
in
making
barrels.
wine with them later.
Yep, and you guys moved all of the loot from that you recovered from the ogre encounter into the smaller sleds, and you're taking the smaller sleds down south. You did level to 2. Yay! And you had 3 days of rest.
And everybody will notice that because I took as we spoke of last week, I took a new dedication, which is Undead Master. So now Marcus is under my control.
Easy.
He suddenly has the minion tag.
I am the captain now.
Ivar did desecrate an ogre and human body inside of
Nobody
the cave.
went in there. They don't know.
They just know some sort of ritual occurred.
Yeah, he had a desecration ritual.
Yes.
Oh, they saw me cast spells for the first,
Yes.
an actual spell for the first time.
Yes, and then it was also discovered that Roan is a spellcaster and not just a person who can throw playing cards really well.
Not just gambling, man. Now it makes sense how you throw those cards.
So, we've been talking about actions in Discord. Like, what else can you do as part of combat and stuff? There's some actually really cool macros that are available to you guys right now. The first one is called basic action macros. So if you do the control plus spacebar and you just type in basic action, right, you should see that and you could drop it right onto your macro bar. And then if you select your token and you click the macro or you click the key that's associated with your macro, you will get a huge list of everything that you can do. The only downside is it doesn't immediately tell you how many actions it takes. For the most part, most of them take one action. Other ones, of course, will take 2 or 3, such as like lockpicking, I think, is a 2-action thing. But these are basically all the actions you can do in Pathfinder.
Something cool that I just saw. I hovered over Demoralize. You are the best in your party. It tells me that I'm the best in our party for that action.
That's actually cool, because I didn't get to see
that. It says
that.
I'm best in party, too.
Do you have a +5?
Yeah.
I do, too.
I'm the best at hide.
So now you guys
I'm
actually
also
have...
best at disable device.
You have, in-character knowledge now of, what your character is good at compared to others.
Oh, yeah.
I am not the best at steal.
Guys, I can prepare things.
I was looking at other stuff. Where do
I'm better at steal.
Where do I find that?
Hit Control Spacebar. And then type in basic actions. And then drag that down to your macro bar.
That's unfortunate. That didn't take me to where I wanted it to go.
So this is something I just found tonight.
Not in Pornhub. Go back to the game.
The problem is when I hit Control Spacebar, fucking Opera GX has its own Control Spacebar.
See, that's gotta change.
So oh, that's annoying. How the fuck do I handle that?
I have a question about divine damage. Does that still work? Does that just work against everything except for angels?
So I don't know if I knew there was positive and negative damage. Is there divine damage?
I guess it's considered positive. So does that heal something if you hit it that's not necrotic?
I'm gonna go look this up.
That's a good question.
Because I don't understand that.
I think it would be radiant damage, right?
Let me see.
So let me show you exactly what I'm looking at, DJ. Kind of what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna open up not Opera GX for a second and see if I can see it outside of it. I love how I've talked about how great it's been for fucking Foundry.
And then the first thing you try to do it
immediately fucking bends me over today. That's
just use Internet Explorer, Doc.
All right.
I was, but it doesn't. I was having issues with Explorer and Chrome. And then
I use Brave. I don't like Opera GX because one of those Chinese browsers that just sucks all of your data. No thanks.
I already told him.
It's not news.
Old news.
I don't even see divine in archives of Nethys.
So
divine
basic. What was it? What was I supposed to search in here?
Basic.
It says positive
Positive
energy should only damage undead. but it can in fact damage creatures.
Basic action macros.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then put that in your macro bar and then click it, and it gives you a whole list of like actions that you can do.
How do I do?
Yeah, it says it doesn't heal unless the ability specifies. So I
Okay.
think we're good.
Cool.
We're good. All right, so I've got my other.
Ooh, that +8 in crafting though.
Although it doesn't look like it showed up in my
I
showed
got
up
a-
as a campaign.
I got a
feat or
+8 in craft as well.
Intelligent.
Look out, Ulf! I'm coming for your man.
So, how did you do like a control spacebar and drag and drop it, Paul?
Yeah.
Instead, there should be an empty spot for skill feats. You see where there's an empty slot in
Yes.
this little search? That's how you add feats when you level up, is you click those.
So you can't add a dedication as a skill feat?
Yeah, you can.
Dedication as a
That's what it looked like I could do. It didn't
It
show up under.
should have shown up.
It is, but it's showing under campaign feat, not skill feat.
So you're a monk, level 2.
It let me do it.
You gain a skill feat.
Well, for me, it came under class feat.
Yes, I don't think you get a class feat leveling up as monk at level 2. Or no, yeah, you're supposed to get a class
Yeah.
feat.
Yeah, you're supposed to get a
You're supposed
class
to get a
feat and a skill feat.
Yes.
Yeah, and when I looked on the browse, I typed in what I wanted. That came up, and I dragged it over, and it went under campaign feat. So as long as that's not a problem.
No, you took a different class feat. You took Brawling Focus as your level 2 class feat.
Did.
Yeah. So I don't think you can take this dedication as a skill feat, right? That would be
So
a
can I
class
just
feat.
not take the class feat then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can delete the Brawling Focus. And then you will
I don't even understand what this does.
Hey, I'm the best in the party at creating a diversion.
Now it's showing up. What?
I
Well-
deleted the other one, so now if you click on the class feat, you should be able to search for what you wanted.
How do you create a diversion? I swing my axe at them.
Last combat, I wasn't the one that even created the diversion.
Hey, there we go.
Yep.
I tried to create a diversion.
And then you get to choose a skill feat. So yeah, definitely use the search bars when you're leveling up because it automatically applies filters to what's available to your character based off of previous selections of feats, what level you are, and things like that. Just double check prerequisites because I don't think it does all of those all of the time. Your dedications are fine.
I'm also the best swimmer in the party, not to brag or anything.
Nice.
I don't like water, so you can have that one.
It's gonna be really funny when we start focusing on Dave's and my backstory.
All right, so everyone has the basic action macros because I think that's really going to be useful
Huge.
moving forward.
I don't know what that is.
All right, once you finish leveling up, I'll go over it again and we can practice it just a little bit, and then we'll dive into the meat of the session.
Alter ego dedication. All right. What did I take for my first one? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that made sense.
Fucking bluegill cut me today with his stupid spines.
Oh,
Well,
you want fishing?
don't you
Yeah.
know how to hold one?
I do, but I was putting him in the water and letting him go. I didn't just toss him.
You just
And he
toss
was
them,
a
throw them in the
dick.
water.
He was like, "Keep the change, you filthy animal."
Yeah, no, I went to put it back down, and as I let go of him, he fucking jabbed me with his spines. You bastard.
You're
Well,
supposed
I
to
mean, you
slip
kind of
them.
jabbed him in his jaw with a hook, so.
Hey, he didn't have to eat it. That was on him.
That's true.
He made a conscious decision.
Well, you didn't have to gently let him into the water. That's on you.
Also fair. It had the brightest orange belly I think I'd ever seen on one of those.
I want to
Should
go.
have taken a picture.
I'm planning to go fishing towards the end of the month. I need to make sure I put in my leave request. I think I did.
Yeah, I got the river right down the road. It's one of the best like smallmouth fishing locations in the state.
White
Yeah.
River. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, it is really hard not to go the way of a necromancer on this build. There's so many options. So who went medic dedication?
I didn't go medic, but I did take battle medicine so I can heal in combat now.
Now that we have alchemical items, I can craft some potions up.
We're gonna need them.
We're gonna need a lot.
I also have to say I'm very disappointed by the Viking dedication.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty
it's not
lackluster.
it's not great. Though it does unlock a couple of cool feats down the line. I looked that up over the week.
It's one of those slow burners.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still it does some cool things, but it's also like super underwhelming.
Well, I think it's like, because when you take that dedication, it allows you to take specialized feats specifically for that dedication down the line. A couple of the feats are kind of cool.
Ron, did you move your token? Oh yeah, you did. All right. Where did that shifty move is?
I think I did. I didn't try to.
I don't know. It was like, wait, a token disappeared. Where'd it go?
Yeah, I don't think there's any taking that.
I guess the neighbors must be having a family get together or some shit. I keep hearing kids like blood curdling screams.
The worst, isn't it?
The Talisman Dabbler dedication is kind of cool. Allows you to make little magical baubles to like sure yourself up.
Hell yeah. Did anybody else get over half of their hit points when they leveled up?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was just double checking that because I was like, what the hell?
I'm just glad it's automated. Like, learning Pathfinder has been so much of a blessing. Granted, I guess I don't know the rules because it's just being done for me, but it makes it
Yeah.
easier just to get in and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went from like 16 to 24 hit points.
Yeah. I gained 12 extra hit points this level.
So
Alright.
how do you get something up to like expert or legendary?
So a lot of the time it just automatically does it. Like with your martial classes, like you'll get expert in your weapon of choice or whatever, or you get expert in like melee weapons at like level 7. Like my psychic character, he gets expert in simple weapons at like level 14 or something. So like it just automatically levels up to expert.
Yep. So Pathfinder does not have a proficiency bonus type score, right? It's just it has multiple layers of training, so things level up with time. There's also feats that can advance that training earlier that you can take.
So like I'll only ever get up to like expert and unarmored defense. I'll never get to like legendary.
You might with feats.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't looked that far ahead in the feats. I think I've leveled up my dude on my app to like level 7 just to like know the path or whatever. But basically like if your class is like you're a monk, so I'm assuming that you're going to get legendary and unarmored defense at like
Level 17,
level 15
18,
or 18, something like that. Like you're going to get you're actually going to get that, whereas like I'll never get that, right? So you'll get that +2 bump, and every like trained and skilled or whatever, and then it's only a +2. I mean, that's still big. It's 10%. Like in this, it's an actual 10%, but it just depends on your class.
Yeah. Because for the most part, things that you're like trained in, your character level is what's added towards it.
Yeah.
And then the trained,
level
expert,
+2.
legendary, are those your +2 steps, which is your proficiency bonuses.
But yeah, like by level 10, we're going to be like very standardly rolling like 30 to hit.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you'll also be encountering creatures that have like 35, 40 AC. Like that's a
right.
thing because you add your level to your AC and shit. It's really interesting. It's not like Dungeons and Dragons where it's
it's not a bounded accuracy system at all. This is very much a like World of Warcraft. Like if you're in the wrong area and you're under leveled, you die.
It's kind of like walking into an ogre's cave.
Yeah, but we fucked that ogre up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in order for me to craft items, I have to have 4 days of downtime.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
All right, I need to see if this is working.
And it says for downtime, you can't do anything else during those days.
That's an interesting effect.
So.
Yeah. Which we'll get to that really soon.
Yeah. But I'm just letting people know.
Don't forget to heal yourself wherever I'm punching.
Craft a bunch of items for us while we're traveling.
You're punching Ivo.
It works. It works. Cool. You can heal yourself. Sorry about that. Needed to test it. How do I get rid of an effect? I click it.
Yeah. Right click it. Yep. Might as well just give yourself another rest. Yep. There you go. All right, and then Paul, let's get your basic action.
Fuck out.
Let's get your
What's up?
basic action macro. Let's get that put on your hotbar.
Where does that go?
So you do Control Spacebar, type in the word basic space action, and then you'll see it listed there, and you just drag it onto your hotbar, and then select your character, and then execute the macro, and then there's everything your character can do from like an action perspective, right? It's not all of your skill checks. There's a different macro for skill action dialogue in case you want those.
Why does it say privately when I rolled it?
You can select when you roll if it's private or not.
Yeah.
So like roll mode, it's the last thing before you actually click roll.
That is a beautiful dress on you.
So there you go.
Ivar, your dress is beautiful. Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's jump into the real session part now that everyone has the macro.
What the hell is that in the bottom right?
What?
You don't see the skeleton that's like floating everywhere? In the bottom right of the map?
That?
Yeah.
Oh, that replaced the compass rose. That's north.
Nope, I'm on the
Let's
other,
see.
on the
Oh,
same one as
we're-
Alec.
You're on
We're
the
on the
foundry.
other. Yeah.
Uh,
It's a giant wizard-looking guy.
Oh, yeah, no, just ignore that. Just,
Okay.
My bad.
Jeez, Kevin, do your job.
Fuck. DJ, fire me, please.
No, that was probably one of my mistakes. That was just a lich being tested.
Yeah, tested, yeah.
I
All right.
fucking hate you guys.
So we have to make a path that's like this, right? To go around.
Your party is currently here.
Oh, we're there.
Yeah.
I thought.
Where are we going?
Hold on.
Ebeltoft?
We're going wherever you guys want to go.
For some. Wait. Okay. Then that isn't Dordon. This is Dordon.
No.
So how did we go
You-
back
You guys were up
around
here.
Dordon? Yeah.
Yeah. And
Uh-huh.
when you guys went to go track the alchemy cart, it was over here.
No, that was over here.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
literally
okay.
just
Those-
across that river forks, and
Yep.
you went across the eastern river fork, and you went there. Then you went over into the hills to get the sled dogs, and you've been traveling south since.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, whoever drew that line, poor bad job. I don't know who that was. Was that you, Alex?
Yeah.
It was
Cool.
a good line.
It was going around the stuff.
All right.
I thought
I'm gonna go ahead and activate the world map so that way people can actually see what we're talking about, or we can see it if we. So yeah, party is currently here. If you want to, you can change course and go change directions, but that's
Yeah. We want to head toward Ebeltoft, so. I just wasn't sure the path that we had taken to get to this point. I didn't know that we were in the hills and then going south.
more of the like in the edge line of the forest and hills part. All right. Does the party continue south?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's see. On your fourth day of traveling, towards mid to late afternoon, you come across yet another river.
Hmm.
There is multiple trees, mostly pine, growing alongside of this river. But with some light scouting, a bridge is noticed a little bit downriver.
We will go to the bridge.
This part of the river gets fairly narrow, and it has a small, olden wooden bridge covered in snow going over it. Frozen chunks of ice float beneath the bridge and continue downriver. Trees and a few large boulders are on both sides, and a few fallen logs. You guys have 4 sleds. One sled is being pulled by 3 dogs. The other sleds are being pulled by 2 dogs. Please subtract the amount of rations for feeding the dogs or whatever.
Yeah, I would be hunting on the downtime as well, so we would be replenishing.
But you all approach the riverbank and the bridge. It is wide enough for one sled to cross at a time.
Let us check the stability of this bridge before we go. And Ulf will get off of his sled dog once we've stopped, off of the sled rather, and he will go check the bridge.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception check.
The bridge seems fairly sturdy. You do notice that some planks or some pieces of the railing have been replaced. Not fairly recently, but recently enough to where it looks different, right? It
Okay.
doesn't have that worn wood fading. It doesn't look like it's rotting away. So someone is maintaining the bridge.
Okay.
You also
Interesting.
notice paw prints in the snow.
Oh, what kind of paw prints?
Make a nature check.
Nature check.
Hot damn.
Critical success.
Critical success. These are wolves.
Shit. I would know this.
Yeah.
Okay. How about... Is there anything specific about the bridge? Let's say, perhaps... I don't know. Does it wobble when I jump?
No. It creaks a
Perfect.
little.
Okay. Well then, I will take my sled dog across first.
Which sled are you driving? One of the 2 dogs or the 3 dogs?
Probably the 3 dogs because it's the most to handle.
Okay.
One of those dogs is actually just Tingle.
Bark, bark, bark.
Alright. Is anyone following Oof?
He said one at a time. So I wouldn't.
Let me go across first and then come across after I yell for you.
How long is the bridge? Would he be able to yell across it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's what? 40, 50 feet.
While we're crossing, I'm assuming there's a bunch of shit piled around me, right?
There is stuff on your sled, yes.
All right. As I tell the dogs to go across, can I like hide amongst the shit while I go across this bridge?
No, you don't have like that much stuff to like block.
Okay. All right. I was just checking.
You get some sort of cover, but it's
Okay. That's fine. No, I'm good then.
Alright. As you cross the bridge, the dogs become more defensive and they stop without your command as they
Okay.
begin growling towards the woods.
Oh. And now I look behind and say, there's something in the woods. And yeah, if they've stopped, I am going to, I guess, hop off and like I'm going to move to here, right? And then I'm going to kind of motion with the reins or whatever to like maneuver the dogs over to this side of the bridge, like away from what's going on.
I need you to make
And then
it a. Is it a what type of check would this be?
I'm going to give Ivar some potions. It would be something I need to do in the morning, though.
I believe it would be a. Where's the animal one?
It's the nature command an animal.
Yeah,
It's a nature check.
command an animal. There it is.
Ivar, accept my trade.
Sorry, I'm studying.
And then
Spectating.
Can't spectate. I made it private.
No, I can. I definitely can. I'm a
Funny.
psychic. I'm a psychic. I can see everything.
Thank you.
the dogs don't move. They dig more. Oh no, you rolled 19. All right, the dogs hesitantly move. They don't
Okay.
turn their back onto the woods, so it's really slow.
Okay.
But they move the sled.
Hey, Marcus, it looks like he's across. I think it's your turn.
And I'm like waving for them to come across as I draw my bow and kind of.
How do I move the dog?
I will
Look
move the
at you.
dogs. You can move a turn. All right, so you line up, and this is where I want everyone to roll initiative.
I'm gonna roll my initiative with occultism because it's fucked.
What's the default one you roll with?
Perception.
List. Oh, it's
Oh man, those dice are hot today, boys.
I like whoever I bumped into fucked my roll up. I had a 20 and then it rolled into a 5 dice.
Doesn't actually affect it though.
Definitely.
It definitely does.
I can still continue to roll mine with my athletics, right?
You have to be able to narratively describe why you deserve to roll athletics.
I would say it.
His pecs can feel a tinge in the wind.
Well,
It's
I mean,
still
as far as the thing with my thought process, I guess, of it is the fact that with when you're rolling like an initiative, it would be the fact that like I'm actually like I'm like an athlete, so my reaction time would be faster to do things. Like I physically am a specimen that would react quickly to a situation, not mentally.
I like it.
He's saying that his body leads before his mind.
My hot body.
In the words of Forrest Gump, I was running.
I was running.
Hey, DJ, if you're having a hard time with it, one suggestion I would make is that if he wants to do something that would require actual thought, normally he needs to take some kind of penalty. Exactly. That's what I'm gonna say. Is he has to have some kind of penalty, DC check of something.
See,
He has Bane from 5th edition.
If he was running or if he was like, striding or whatever, like if he was physically moving, you're commanding sled dogs. Like you're riding on a sled, right? That's my
that
hold up.
seems fair.
He's pulling the shit out of those reins, though. I mean,
he's holding them.
The dogs are actually on the sled. He's pulling it.
He's pulling the dogs.
Yeah.
They're sled dogs. They ride on the sled.
Now, if you want to do that, sure.
You're about 20 leagues behind the rest of the party.
He has the happiest doggos sitting on his sled.
What? They are sled dogs.
Stop giving Shifty pets. Stop giving Shifty pets.
Well, we had after everybody left, it was like just Paul. Was it just you and me,
Probably.
or was Tersips? Were you still here? But we were talking about that whole pet thing, and that was literally one of the things. Is the fact that I was like, I can have an undead companion. I'm like, I can just make Marcus my pet this time.
Yes. Yeah, I was
And
there
his
for
immediate response was, I would re-roll a new character. That would be fine.
Yep.
All right.
Tercept had to be there because he was like, well, that would take his agency away. And that was my thought. So, yeah.
All right. As a howl in the wind.
Oh.
I'm fully immersed now.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
As
These are the wolves. I did not sign on for these wolves.
Listen to the wail of the weeboo. Ooh woo.
as a wolf sprints out from the brush and heads straight for one of your dogs.
Oh, you shitty wolf.
Here, as he will.
I'm going to yell out, leave the dogs, come across.
And it is going to attempt to go for the neck of the dog, but the dog is able to dodge out of the way.
Yes.
It's like,
go.
bro, what the
Barely
fuck?
avoiding. I guess,
Wolf, quick, kill the dogs before they hurt, or kill the wolves before they hurt the dogs.
Kill the
What
dogs
are
when they
going
get
on?
hurt.
No, let them kill the dogs and we will take the wolves.
Yeah, kill the dogs before they get hurt.
I don't want to train wolves, no.
Make it more humane.
Yes, we just became the Humane Society campaign.
We're just constantly upgrading our sled animals. That's the entire campaign.
We eventually become Santa Claus. That we get flying reindeer at the end, and that's what happens.
as it goes to Ulf, as a sizable canine goes towards your smaller ones and barely misses the neck, trying to almost force your sled dog to the ground.
Get away from my dog, you stupid wolf. I'm going to move up here. And then I'm going to shoot this thing.
Question,
Really
how
need to get a
fast do
thrown
the
weapon.
sleds move?
I did say I drew my weapon before this,
Yes, you did.
so we're aware.
30 feet. That's the speed of
I'm
the
going
dogs.
to hunt my prey, so that's one action, and then I'm going to use my other action to use my hunted shot.
I was kind of hoping you'd do command a animal and be like, get on, get on, get.
Yeah, shoot. Then
Oh,
just
that's a
leaves.
crit.
Is it
Make
dead
sure you
yet?
hit the roll the critical damage. Yep.
Oh, this bullshit. Did it not?
No, it rolled it. Oh, it didn't roll it.
Terrible.
Oh, it
Your
rolled a 1 on the
D10,
D10.
you rolled a 1 on your fucking D10.
I know, dude. I'm so fucking pissed about that. All right. And then I'm going to make another shot. My last shot of the round.
I like how last level, like, 9 damage was half my health. This wolf just took 9 damage and it's fucking injured.
Goes to Ivar.
Leave the dogs come across.
But what if something attacks behind us?
There is no wolf behind.
I will not listen to him. And
I'm so upset that I rolled a shit 1 on my fucking critical damage dice, dude.
yeah, so you said 30 feet. I'm still commanding.
Yes, but it will take an action to command them.
Okay. Ugh. Is it taking action to let go?
I think drop is a
i-
free action.
Dropping items is free action.
Perfect. Okay. I guess then I'll just. Is it 25?
This music is phenomenal. Whoever picked it.
Well,
50.
I've been trying to find more music this week.
20.
This is a good one, man.
That's it.
All right, so you listened.
I did. Only because it was going to be slower to take the dogs.
All right. What can these guys do? They can try to demoralize the wolf, I guess.
Yes, demoralize the wolf.
We know that failed.
Okay. As I mean, it's just growling at it. So, but the wolf is not perturbed by the growling. This one can try to bite back. Let me see.
Can you go grab something here really quick? So I'm just going to do my move here real
Also
fast because
try
all I'm going to
to-
do is move.
Also try to demoralize. And I guess try second attack. Ooh!
Let us go, dog.
The dog bites back. Nearly breaking the wolf's paw. Grabbing onto it briefly, bloodying its mouth. It goes to Roan.
I think he just moves up to here. He said that's all he could do.
He did. He moved.
Would I be able to see the wolf under the bridge from my angle? Or no?
From under the bridge?
Not sure how tall the bridge is.
You would have to get fairly low, and you're only going to see like half of it.
Okay.
Wolves
never mind.
stand pretty tall. All right. Yeah, we'll just come back to Roan. So Tingle.
He used all of his
He moved.
action
Oh,
to
he
move.
just moved. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Very good.
Tingle does tingle things,
Tingle
which we
is good
didn't
at
talk
tingle
about all
things.
the shirts that you posted. We should have talked about that too.
Well,
all
we can
those-
talk about it later.
Yeah.
I will. Guess I still have my sling out. Give him the old sling attack.
Yes, baby. Let us go. This is what we like to see.
You fuck nerd.
Hitting the wolf into the side of the head, knocking it down.
It's like the most anticlimactic death. You just see fucking Tingle sling a rock at it, and it just goes.
This is good. The belt is still good.
As another wolf charges out from the woods towards
Get
another
away
sled
from
dog.
my fucking dogs.
And then attempts to rip at this one. Taking a good bite into the dog. And
Stay
then,
away from my fucking dogs, you wolf.
Does it? And
You just called
then
the wolf a whore?
it will knock down the dog after biting it and knocking it to the ground with a quick thrust of its neck, with the quick thrust of the wolf's neck.
Well,
And then that will be it. That's all it can do. Except that there's another.
Another one.
There's
Another one.
another one. Another wolf, a third wolf, comes out and tries to attack the downed dog.
uh-oh, flat-footed knee. Yikes. Oh no.
It knocked its dice though, so that it's not a critical anymore.
Yeah, that
As-
saves it.
As the dog becomes motionless, with this wolf having it in its mouth. Got it by the throat, bypassing the dog, trying to kick it off.
So it's encumbered route now, so it's flat-footed. It's carrying the dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the dog was tied to the sled still, so if they're trying to yank the dog away, they
Encumbered.
gotta yank the whole fucking sled.
Yank the dog away. Yank the dog away. So you get 3 actions a turn?
Yes.
See,
Y'all keep on giving DJ problem. I'm gonna bring back the Valkyrie right now.
I'm gonna bring
Dude,
back
proceed.
divine intervention.
Oh no!
Shit, not the fight intervention. You were like 5 for 6 or something.
It was ridiculous.
I will find you.
Alright. I'm gonna do 2 moves because I have a 30-foot move. So you made me.
All right, it's believe there's something about moving through an ally's space, right?
I have no idea.
Let me see. Let me move up to your seat. Let's see.
You can move through the space of a willing creature. If you want to move through an unwilling creature space, you can tumble through.
Yep.
And use acrobatics.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
why it's a
So,
65. It was 60 when I just measured.
as
Whatever.
long as Roan and Ivar are willing, you can move through their space.
I'm not. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Does Rage take an action?
It should say. Probably does.
I don't like the
Yeah, I
idea of
feel like he
anybody
just-
getting to combat before me.
I feel like he just crouching tiger, hidden dragons over you guys. He's just like fucking
Yes.
arms
Wire-
out.
Wire foo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rage is an action.
So
Okay.
one of your 3.
That's fine. We'll just do Fury of Blows.
Oh baby. Get his
I said
fucking
an awesome idea for a fucking D&D or not D&D, a tabletop campaign. I don't want to say the dreaded D.
Get out of here.
fucking get fucked, Wolf. Oh,
Do you have to roll critical? Or do you
Yeah.
roll damage? Oh, my bad.
Roll critical.
Hey, same result. It just gave the double. And then we'll do another attack.
These wings are spicy.
God, I'm rolling just as good here as I was today in 40k. Great. This is great.
Guess the tournament didn't go so well.
There were two times where I have something that hits and wounds on 2s with 6 attacks, and I hit and wounded, or I wounded once. Twice in this. Ridiculous. 6. Statistically, that should be impossible.
All right.
That's all I got.
You know what they say?
He
90%
dead.
of statistics are made up.
He dead. Goes the Ulf.
oh, you're ready for this. I'm going to hunt this prey because he killed my fucking dog. And then I'm going to hunt it, shot it. Therefore, taking 2 attacks. Pachow. Pachow. Both of which hit, which are perfect.
Is that what it's like to roll damage?
Yeah. And then I'm going to attack for my last one. Missing. Bullshit. This is fucking stupid. Can't believe I can't hit this bitch.
Goes to Ivar.
Alright, I will run up and
Stepping on the dog's corpse.
you said it was in his mouth.
This angers me.
I hope Ulf actually says that out loud.
It-
No, he didn't.
Ooh. Big damage.
Ivar, you come over your house, my house, and you kick my dog.
And
Kick my fucking dog.
Oh, that was a 16.
Mm.
Unfortunate.
All right.
That's all I got.
Those dogs can't do anything.
When they
Hold
run
on.
away,
Well,
or
okay, so
fight
you get
back, or
Does the sweep already apply? The +1 circumstance bonus? I mean, not that it matters in this case, but I was just curious. If you attack multiple enemies since you hit one the previous.
It looks like your is your
Doesn't
flurry
look
typically
like
a
it,
-4? Or is that -3 always?
It should have a +1 on there.
Okay.
Another wolf.
What are you doing? Get out of here, stupid wolves! You're going to die!
But that's all it did was use movement. So it goes to Roan. I sweep.
Because, yeah, if he's got the sweep
Yeah.
tag on his weapon, it should give him a +1 circumstance bonus. I mean, not that it matters with the 5, but
Critical miss. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Not that it matters on this one, but
Yeah.
is it
No,
automatically applying?
no, it did not automatically apply.
Okay.
I don't think it knows. I don't think Foundry knows what's an enemy versus what's an ally. So
Right. Okay. I was just curious.
Yep.
So that's one thing to keep in mind on your next.
yeah, I just have to
multi-attack,
make sure. Yeah, I have to make sure I add the.
the +1 circumstance on your roll. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I am going to
Auto any your own. Kill these wolves, please.
Lenny Roan. I love it. All right. My cast telekinetic rend.
Oh, rend it.
oh, oh. Oh, you're doing all that one. Alright, still a failure.
Oh no, I can place
Oh.
2, dog.
Bitch.
Oh, there's
It-
another wolf?
I think you still have to cover 50%, right? Or is it? I guess all highlighted squares is what's affected.
Yeah, highlighted squares. Oh wait, they have to be non-overlapping. 1 sec, let me delete that one. Yeah, I get a cantrip fireball. I
That's
don't.
super cool.
Yeah, it's only seconds.
Bullshit.
So,
Bullshit.
yeah, I can still hit them both. I won't. I'm not gonna delete it, but
Yeah.
Do they both fail?
They both fail.
Yes.
Okay, so they only take. Sorry, so I didn't. Yeah, I'll amp it. That's fine. I'll use one of my focus points. I'll amp it, so they take both the damage. Unusual damage creature that critically fails.
So they both take that damage.
They both take 7 damage. Yes. Of bludgeoning and slashing damage as I just pull up the ground around them and start pelting them with debris. And I still have 1 action left. Move up here behind Ulf.
Tingle!
Okay. Tingle is going to measure and see if he's within range. 50 feet. Yep. So we are going to load up a sling stone and whack this wolf. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did either of them critically fail?
No.
Okay.
I guess I'll do it a second time. And
I love these animations.
They're good for sure.
Yeah.
Hitting the wolf.
And one more time. Hit.
Tingle's overpowered.
Woo!
Please nerf.
Woo! Nerf Tingle! You won't do it!
There's the next T-shirt. Nerf Tangle, you won't do it.
Alright, so a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, I just want can one of the T-shirts be Tingle? One of Tingle's fucking cheek pouches is a fermentation chamber. That's where he makes his wine, is in his cheek pouch.
This
called
It's
rat
actually
wine.
just an abscess that he fills
Ew.
with alcohol.
Gross.
This wolf is gonna try to bite Ivar. Hitting. And then he will then use an action to knock you down. Which knocks Ivar prone.
What happened?
The wolf bit you and knocked you down.
No, it didn't.
And these wolves also have goblin dog DNA, so you're also poisoned now.
Oh,
Hey.
good.
I thought about using fleas on the wolves. And then it runs away.
Oh, you don't, you mother
Oh.
bitch!
The hell it does.
That one's dead. Goes to Marcus.
All you do is check all night long.
Got one. Cool. Yep, we're gonna waste an action.
Let us do this.
It's literally the ground explodes around you as you
Yep.
go Superman.
Yep. Then we'll do a Fury of Blows.
Oh, for some reason the ground cracking doesn't show up on the stream view, which sucks.
Oh,
Wow,
that's silly.
Yeah, that's weird.
He
It
did a
shows
three,
up on ours.
just so
Yeah.
you know, YouTube.
Ooh!
He did a 3-point landing.
Max damage, let's go!
He just Kaiokened himself.
You can give it. It's already dead. It's already dead. Sure.
Still fucking punching it into the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
so-
all I got.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Dead
I
wolf.
I
Dead
just imagine Marcus just like doing the Ip Man punch, fucking from his knee to his fucking face, as he slowly gets punched down.
Okay, I'm going to hunted shot this. And I get 2 shots.
My poor wolf.
They got a gif. Great.
Then I take another shot. Which misses, and I take 1 more shot.
Rage is pretty cool in Pathfinder. The way it works, I like.
What's the mechanics for it?
So
I like how you lose an AC. That's kind of
yeah, you lose an AC,
Flavorful.
which isn't super great, but you get plus damage to your attack,
Mhm.
and you can't end it yourself.
Oh, get that
You can
wolf.
only end it when there's no enemies around or you're unconscious. That's it.
That's
great.
great.
I love
And-
that flavor.
And it doesn't have charges, so after a minute you can do it again. So now I am a barbarian monk.
I was almost a barbarian champion.
It's pretty fun. And just wait until I reach level 7, then I'm gonna be fucking awesome.
Just
My
wait.
fists become ghosts.
Just wait till we can strap you up with a vest of necrotic bombs.
Yep.
I hug the enemy into submission.
He just becomes a ground and pound fucking fight.
But with the
Yes.
barbarian instinct that I took, my fists not only will be doing necrotic or holy damage, but I can also do damage to magic creatures and creatures that aren't there. So like I can punch a ghost.
All right. So standing
Hell yeah.
is an action, just for your awareness.
Yep. Yeah, I'll stand and then go here.
Okay.
And then I will
Punch it.
not punch it.
Desecrate it.
I like the animation of the.
My
Wheel,
poor
wheel.
wolves. As you.
It's
I
running
kind of
away
like
from
to
me,
think.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I get up, I run, and then I literally just like stab my axe straight down into its back while it's running away, which is pretty fucking sweet because I just ran a wolf down.
The same one who knocked you prone. So I imagine like
Hell
you
yeah.
bit your arm or something, you knocked you prone, and then you like did the like a jump up. Like you didn't use your arms or anything. You just jumped up.
Yeah, you
To the
leaped
ground
your,
and
you
just-
lunged your legs to stand up, and then just ran,
Yeah, and then just
swinging
straight
the axe
down.
as you run and plunging it in the back of spine and.
It's like in baseball where they do the slide, but at the end of it they like tip themselves back up.
Yeah, they do the little kip up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so a loss of 1 pupper, but the other 2 are unharmed.
Ulf takes it out of the like harness or whatever. And then he picks it up and unceremoniously just drops it in the water and walks away.
Tingle yells, "Don't do that! It is good food!"
I will not eat that dog. He does not deserve to be eaten.
But you survived the wolf ambush, relatively unharmed with a minor loss.
Can I skin the ones? Can I skin the one that isn't like completely fucked up with like axe wounds?
There's one that got punched to death, so it's
Go on.
probably pretty.
And yeah, the two that got punched to death, and then the one that took the sling to the head. Can
You
I?
can. It will take you time to do so.
That's fine.
Right.
I want these wolves pelt.
So
Are
you
you opposed to this?
so it's mid to late afternoon. You planning just to make camp here and to clean them?
Yeah, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, that
It
should be
killed
fine.
my dog. I need to take it.
Well, the pelts are
I must put its head on a stick.
the pelts would be very warm.
All right. So ending your travels a little early to make an early camp and skin and clean the wolves that ambushed you.
I'm gonna take. I just want the two pelts that look good. I'm gonna take 20, and we're gonna
What?
clean. We're gonna cut them all up.
All right. It'll take an hour each just to get just to skin them.
What do a wolf
Perfect.
taste like?
Can I do it in a way where I like cape it and keep like the head kind of in like the head intact for now? I'll
Can.
like so like we take like cut the pelt away, right? And then I basically like when we get to the neck muscles and everything, I just cut through where the vertebrae are and separate it.
So I wonder what to check with this. Would this be?
I don't know if it's survival or
I don't
what.
think it's survival. Is it a nature?
It might be a crafting check.
It might be.
Even if it's a crafting check, that's better than a survival one for me, baby. Let's go.
You're the worst ranger ever.
Not the worst. I just don't have the most wisdom or will or whatever.
I would allow a crafting check.
Okay, perfect. Because I'm effectively trying to make a trophy out of it.
Tingle can help. Tingle is good at the craft.
So is Roan.
Are you good at the craft of flesh?
Ulf
I
is
mean,
gonna
it
wear
is all
a
just,
wolf.
it is like a mixy potion, cut open wolf, same thing.
I could not mix up a potion, but I could cut up wolf.
The hawk's gonna wear a wolf. That's weird.
I'm not aware of this. It is going on slit.
That was interesting. That was a moderate rated encounter, which is something you guys had a little bit of difficulty with last session. Was a moderate.
No, we messed
We're
up.
level
we didn't.
2 now.
We messed up. We did not calculate the dogs into the encounter, DJ.
That's why I
And
added
it
a
took
fourth wolf.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that it still didn't equate because all of their attacks were being absorbed by the dogs, regardless.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that under the table that was, or above the table, whatever. That was my purpose, was to kill as many dogs as possible.
You only got one of my fucking dogs.
Yeah. Your first one's a pretty rough, right? It works. It's average.
It is crude trophy.
It's It's very crude, right? Yeah, your hands are cold, working in the winter.
Now that I have warmed it in the blood of a wolf, let us try again.
Plus, you don't have like proper tools and equipment to like hang it up and sprawl its limbs and whatever.
It is fine. This is fine. We have to make this in the field.
Not much better, but an improvement.
Now, Wolf has 2 wolf heads on the sled. And the pelts are good, but like he like cut the cape out and is like putting the head trophy on.
Roan is gonna walk back to the other sleds and just bring them all over one by one, just walking back and forth across the bridge.
Okay. But you guys end up resting. Feel free to have any discussions you would like as a party, or we can continue on as you settle for camp.
Ulf will look to Ivar and say, I did not believe you to be so fast, brother. You ran down a wolf?
I've always been fast.
Not this fast. This
You always doubt me.
is not a doubt. This is impressive. I am giving you compliment.
It's just another day, Wolf.
Well, say what you will. This impressed me. If it not impress you, so be it. Fine. If you always do this, that is good. But it is still good to see. And that's it. That's really all he said.
I felt like at that point, if I just said more, it would just be the same thing back and forth for an hour.
What are you guys just doing rations for food? Since Ulf is a little bit preoccupied, using the rest of daylight to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we have something left over from hunting to this point.
I have ration.
tastes like.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I believe it would be not good.
You don't know. We could eat you threw dog in water.
Yes. He's not going to eat that dog.
See, Ivar agree with me. The dog, it could be food.
Yes,
Yeah, we got perfectly skinned animals now, so I'll eat wolf. I don't give a shit.
If you want to eat wolf, you can eat wolf.
I mean, we can't eat it in front of the dogs. That would just be inhumane.
We could feed that to the dogs.
We could feed the wolf to the dogs. They
That's
would
what I mean.
probably like it.
Well, the dog is long gone down the river. It is floated away.
Dog is gone.
But
Dog
the
is
wolf,
not the issue anymore.
It's literally stuck right there on an ice cube.
it will go. It will go.
I walk over and I poke it away with my axe and go, dog is gone.
See? It is gone.
If you do not need any help setting up camp,
It's literally right there.
I can take the watch for the night if you let me rest for a few hours now.
That will be good.
Since I need much less than all of you, given mission.
Yes. One I am curious about. How does this work? How do you do this thing?
Well, I just need to be effectively inactive 4 hours a day, and I get the same benefits of a regular rest that would take you 8 hours.
Yes, but I mean your condition. You're dead.
Indeed.
How is this a thing? You are dead but alive. How do you do this?
Have you ever seen any other undead before?
I have not. You are the first.
Ulf, we
Well-
can't just ask him about it.
Why not?
Oh my god.
Well-
you should just ask people if they're undead.
There is a great
is the sensitive.
What?
there is a great necromancer south of here named that goes by the moniker of Queen Death. She brings back undead to fuel her armies and wants to take over the land.
But you are not in this army?
I am not.
No, he told us he wants to
I-
raise an army to kill her.
I believe it is because of my connection to my key that let me maintain myself.
Ah, yes, so your key
after the
opens
process.
yourself away from... Yes, okay, I get this. Can I see this key?
Only if you have the sight. Can you see people's auras?
I can see people. And I can see keys. Can you show me your key that you are talking about?
Ah, you believe this is like a house key to a lock. No,
Yes.
the key is something that binds us all together and everything you see around you.
Like
So
oath.
it is like good glue.
Yes.
Oof, like oath.
Oh, like okay. All
So
right.
you were saying that you think
It is an
you're-
energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates, and it binds our world.
Well,
I heard of an old Ben that said that.
this is new to me.
So you were saying that like you think that your key, your energy, as it were, kind of protects you from like the mind slave of Queen Death,
Indeed.
and it's kind of like what I can do, kind of, and like I'll use invisible mage hand to like lift up a scoop full of snow and like hover it towards me. It's kind of like that. Like you can like manipulate
There
things.
are some that postulate that the arcane is also linked to the key, that the teachings of the old wizards and such used to just be manipulation of the key that is around us. So a great wizard is just a master of the key, whether he realizes it or not.
All right,
Okay.
I can buy that.
But it is think of it as mind over matter. Yes?
No, that's what I'm literally doing right now. I'm using my mind to lift matter.
With enough of this mind, a man with one leg could walk as if he had two.
Well, I do not mind, so I guess it does not matter.
Great.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought about doing every time I got knocked out, it like reset my character's mind. That like he'd be like, "Oh hi, I'm Marcus."
It's like Memento, but
Yeah.
like
Factory
more wholesome.
reset.
Yeah, but I thought it would be hard to both justify why my character's getting more skilled as we go, but also that like, yeah, all of those. But
Because it's not like he can have muscle memory because he has no muscles.
yeah.
True. Yeah. Key memory.
Well, just for the flavor for him, he's not just skeletons, right? There is still skin.
Yeah.
There is still
Oh,
skin
okay.
and such. But he is,
Gotcha.
think of it as more like if you were to see just bare hands, it would be more like a
He's like-
very old person's hands. How they're like cold and thin and very sinewy. Think of it more
Gotcha.
like that.
Guys, he's got bare hands.
Tinkle has question. How
Yes.
do you know if you has the frostbite on your toes and fingers?
Well, since I don't have a pulse, I would imagine that I would if I had flesh to bite.
Perhaps it is always frostbite.
But then would it not turn the black?
And then
Well,
I just kind of pull on the skin. It's very leathery. Does
No,
the
it turns
leather?
to ice.
Do the leathers that you wear turn black when they're cold, or do they just stiff?
Yeah, I would think it living
You
tissue is
has
required.
point. You has point.
My 6-week doctorate that I have dictates that. Oh, I forgot David was not here yet last week. So we're talking about how it took a 6-week medical class.
Yes, this is good. Good to know.
Clearly
I have
a doctor.
EMT training.
Clearly a doctor. But no, yeah, flesh got to be living to be frostbitten. So
Well, it has been a long day. Let us get some sleep and let us take back to the road tomorrow. Down one dog.
so do we feed the wolf to the dogs or do we feed ourselves? What we doing here?
If they eat it, if they eat one of the
I
wolves,
mean, I used one of my rations, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a ration as well.
if the dogs eat the wolf, we'll give them some food.
So
Yep.
does everyone take their rest, and Marcus
Yeah.
is on watch?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll take third. Well, he only needs, so I'll take first watch because he
Are
only
you
needs a
good
few
with
hours
that,
of rest.
DJ?
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, it's like eyes are closed, head is straight down.
okay. Yeah,
Perfect.
that's fine. I mean, lock what remains of your joints.
Yep.
So,
So,
Marcus is
as-
resting first.
Yep. So as Marcus does his rest while you guys are cooking and setting up camp and everything, standing perfectly erect, almost in lockstep, like at parade ready, except for his head that is pointed straight down with his eyes.
So he just
Just
powers
staring at
down
the
like
river.
a robot.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That is unsettling.
Marcus, I need a will save from you.
If Roan dies, I'm gonna make Will Smith from
Will.
iRobot.
Oh, baby. I'm right back.
But
I almost made a robot person.
my,
I really did.
my robots are gonna be undead. So if I shoot this motherfucker in the face right now,
Do you mean a wisdom
they ain't
save?
gonna do nothing?
Nope, a will. The will save. It's right next to your reflex and fortitude.
Yep. Pathfinder only has 3 types of saves.
Oh, I see it. It's over here. That's why I didn't.
Yep.
That's not good.
Oh, that's
That would be called
He
a
reverts
critical
to his-
failure.
He reversed.
I am just on brand for my rolls today. You guys don't realize how bad I've rolled.
Yeah, we call that being a shifty.
Yeah, I'm having a shifty day.
True. That's okay though, because when it really matters, you'll just roll a natural 20.
Back to
I
back.
will probably at some point save the party with good rolls, but until then,
After I save his character,
I will be an ongoing liability.
I have to save his character first, and then he rolls natural 20s nonstop.
While Kevin writes out the stuff that he needs to write out, do you all plan to stop at the nearby town? Those from Elbeltoft would be aware that there is a settlement that should be nearby. Or do you plan to just continue south across the plains, heading towards the city?
Knowing where this town is, and knowing what, I guess, Rone, R-O-N-E, has on his person, how many days away are we from Ebeltoft, if I had to guess?
With the sled dogs, you're probably like 2 days if you really just give them water, give them food for breaks and stuff, and just push it.
Gotcha.
Right.
So I would make that information known to the party, like, hey, if we just go straight through, just head straight there, we're 2 days out. So I don't know if we need any additional supplies, or if you guys just
I mean,
wanna
we
sleep in a
has the
warm bed.
food. We has the food.
Right.
And
I mean, we're not in any rush though. I'm saying if you want a warm bed or something, they got an inn. I mean, we can do that.
I would have to forage. I'm out of food.
I got enough food. I got a decent amount of food.
Tinkle reaches in.
I do.
I have plenty of food.
I will not eat that food, Tingle. I will not eat it.
I got enough food to feed
I am
us.
also out of food.
You don't know. One day you might be hungry enough.
Perhaps one day, but not today, or tomorrow, or the next day.
Well, if we need to stop for supplies, we can absolutely do that. That's not a problem. There's not a lot of, if my memory serves, which it usually does, there's not a lot of woodland in between here and Ebeltoft. So
I mean,
Much
if
water.
we want to take a short break, like a
I have
few
fishing
4
rod.
days,
yeah, there's snow everywhere, Ulf. There's plenty of water.
if we
I
want
mean,
to take a break that's
let's
like
catch
maybe 3-4
fish.
days, I can make potions for everyone so we can be a little safe.
Yes, but the potions will not help the
Is
eating
potion
the food.
filling?
So what I
No.
meant by water was a body of water that perhaps fish would live in,
Oh
or in Europe.
no. This is the last river before Eveltoft. So
Okay, then I will have to stop and perhaps buy food supplies. But that
that's
is all.
fine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I do have enough food for myself and 2 others for 2 days. So
Well, there is a coincidence that Ulf and I are 2 others who do not have food.
right, that's what I'm saying. I could feed you 2.
And
For this 2
there's
days.
always Tinkle's emergency food.
And if need be, I can eat Tingle's emergency food because I don't mind. Because I've eaten out of a
almost
gutter
like-
before, and I
it's
believe his
almost
mouth
like-
is a gutter.
We have
That is rude. My mouth is very clean.
we had planned that Ulf would be able to collect this food on the way,
Well, up
which he
until
is
the point
not doing.
I have been to this point. If you do not remember, I will have to remind you, Ivor. I have fished, I have hunted, up until the point which there is no resources to do such a thing.
Well, here, why don't you just? We're at the river right now. Why don't you just fish right now?
Well, it is night.
Fish bite at night.
Yes, but perhaps I would have to make bait from the leftover wolf carcass. Is that available for me to use?
Yeah, I didn't eat the liver.
I suppose I could make fish. I could make wolf bait. I've never tried it before.
We can stop. I'm not saying we can't stop. That's what I'm saying. We're 2 days out. Do we need to stop? It sounds like we do because you guys don't have any food. So
I could perhaps fish here, and this could be the stop, or we could stop and purchase.
We have lots of things that we can sell.
that's also true. We gotta unload some of this stuff. So
Yes, but
Okay.
we keep the booze.
right, no, we'll keep I'm not trying to get hurt by a big bearded man with an axe, so we'll keep the booze.
But
This
you
is
have
important.
not drank. You have not drank any of the booze since we have got it.
It's not good to drink while on the road and in unfamiliar territory. So, but when we get to place that is
Unless you are about to fight a army or something, then it's good to drink lots.
I disagree. It is probably not good.
You drink much and then you charge.
I drink and celebrate. But I can fish in the morning after I cut the bait from the wolf, or we could just stop and purchase supplies.
Well, we do need to unload a lot of this stuff. So now I
Then we
do
can
know
stop.
that the marketplaces in Eveltoft are a little bit better, so they may have more money. But
It would be nice to get more money,
that's
We'll
also
fish.
true. Yeah, let's fish.
but we'll fish.
And again, I got enough food for you 2 for a couple days. Marcus is powered down, or I don't know what the hell he's doing over there, but
Rebooting.
yeah, something. But I don't. Does he eat? Have you guys ever seen him eat?
Since he is
I don't think so.
since he's undead, does he eat like the peoples?
Brains.
I love that you guys, 1, are talking about this while I'm not there, and 2, doing it while I'm 5 feet away. It's great.
That's
Ulf is at least whispering.
no, like all my appendages and phalanges are accounted for. So he had taken a bite out of me.
But what about the goblins? Or perhaps
Did you see him eat a goblin?
Yeah,
I
what about the young supple kids?
What
What?
the fuck are you talking about?
young supple kids?
Why must you use that adjective?
Because it's like veal.
Okay, Ivar Epstein.
I'm not fucking, I'm just eating them.
Maybe not supple is good word, but maybe tender.
Tender, succulent, perhaps
None
even.
That's
of these
another
words
shirt.
are good.
I'm not fucking them. I'm just eating them. That's a shirt.
I want to make things clear.
Wait, is it? Wait, what? You are eating them?
No.
Demonetized.
No,
Wait,
what-
did Ivor
hold-
say he eats the children?
I did not eat children.
Did you
Okay,
prepare
we're-
children to be
we're-
eaten by Marcus?
We're getting off track here. Has
I
anyone
just- I
ever
just
seen
put
Marcus
two-
eat anything?
I don't
have
think
not.
so.
Okay, so
No, but
we'll
maybe,
just have to ask when he wakes up. I
wait.
guess.
maybe he's got like a baggie of kid fingers in his pocket
Wait.
or something. He just sneaks a couple when we're not
Ivor,
looking.
did you not take Marcus to the cave?
I did not take him into cave. I took kid into cave. But the kid's still in the cave. Nobody eat kid.
Oh. Perhaps then I misremember. Okay, I am going to sleep now. This is too much for me to think about.
misremember. I did
This
not
is
remember.
too much for me to handle. I go to sleep now.
I got first watch.
It's
How long has it been at this point?
Maybe an
Is-
hour.
Is fishing going to be like an all-day thing? If we do that?
Yes, to get enough to ensure you have 2 days of supply. Like, you can go over an hour without a fish biting, right? So
Yeah.
it'd be an all-day thing just to try to get enough to fish for.
While
I'm
they
just
are
saying, 4
planning to
people
go-
caught 20 fish today in 3 hours.
Yes, in the middle of summer.
ice fishing is it's ice fishing.
Ice fish is way better.
Mm-hmm.
There's been days where I catch like fucking 20 fish by myself. Ice
In a
fishing.
river or a pond or lake?
Prime bite ice fishing. You can ice fish in the river.
I've done it in a river, but mostly ponds. And,
Either
well, a
way,
lake,
I'm going to
reservoir.
begin crafting some potions because I can pause in between days.
No, that's fair. I mean, provided that it's Fimbulwinter and this shit's been frozen for a long time, food source is probably scarce in the water.
I was really
okay.
hoping Tingle was going to dynamite fish. I thought that's what you were going to say. You're just going to start fucking tossing bombs into the fucking river.
I mean,
You'll
I
probably
have
cut the
heard of
fishing
s-
time down
I have
considerably.
heard of some alchemists that can make good alchemist fire that burns under the water.
Well, you could just use concussion to kill a fish. Their brains are not real.
I do
shield.
not have any
I'm sorry,
recipes
use
for
what?
that.
Concussion? Sound waves.
Can you do that with your dinghy that makes the stuff come out of the ground?
Maybe.
You never fish this way?
No, I don't typically try it. I don't typically resort to violence if I can help it. Not that I don't mind eating fish, but I usually just buy all my own food.
Anybody know how to produce electricity? Lightning?
Yeah, I mean, he
You can make
bottle it.
bottle lightning.
Yeah, he can bottle it. I've seen him throw it before. Or no, actually, he gave it to you to throw or something.
Make bottle lighting.
Okay.
Make it the bottle lightning.
Easy peasy.
And I hold my hand out.
This is the next morning, right?
No.
Yeah.
So we're clear.
It's not.
No. Kevin still hasn't sent this stuff to Paul.
No, I did.
Well, we can do this now.
I
We can
very
do this now.
quickly-
It's fine.
Hold on,
I did it
hold
on
I start to whip it up
Discord?
and I say, okay, Ivar,
No.
when I hand it to you, you must throw it quickly, otherwise it will fizzle out.
Well,
Okay.
It's in the
Yes,
chat.
yes,
Paul, do
I
you see it?
understand.
You know, fucking.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
mix
yeah.
it
Sorry,
up.
I never heard it come in, so I wasn't even looking at the chat. Give me a second to read this. And
Okay, so
I didn't get a
I-
copy, by the way,
Ivar
Kevin.
as like part of an action
you
and
go.
a turn.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
throw
Did
it
you
quick.
get
Yeah, so and I will just chuck it into the water.
that? DJ, did you get that?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. That's
Alright.
weird.
So you chuck a vial of bottled lightning into the water.
Yes. I'm gonna electrocute fish.
Okay.
This has got to work efficiently.
All right, 47 D4. We catch 122 fish.
There is
The bottle of
a
lightning
pressure bomb.
Plops
that I
into the water.
Okay. I'm watching this with great interest.
So am I. How many fish plopped to the top?
It did. The bottle didn't break. It just went into the water.
Oh,
Okay, I know we forgot.
can I see the? Can I see this?
Hold
can I see
on.
the? Can I see the
Hold
bottle?
the horse. No, it's only good for short time.
Yes, but can I see it right now?
Hold on. You would have to go get it.
No, it's in the water. It's lightning. Can I see it through the water?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, the river's a little deep. It depends on where you throw it, right?
I shoot it.
It is okay. Tango.
I like how that's your natural 20.
If I see the bottle, I shoot the bottle.
And the funny part is like projectiles lose momentum really like fast into
Yeah,
water.
but have you ever gone bow fishing?
No.
Oh,
bow fishing
It's
is dope.
literally a thing.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All the time.
Bows are way more deadly than like bullets in
You-
water.
Oh, yeah.
You-
It's like a spear. You ever
Yeah.
spearfished? Same thing. It's just only you shoot it. Like
Wow,
it's
dude,
legit.
you've never gone fishing? Jeez.
I've never gone spear fishing or bow fishing or
Oh, it's legit, dude.
Bow fishing is fucking awesome.
Sling spear fishing is where it's at.
I'm just gonna say, if you throw an M80 in the right spot, you have a lot of dead. So
we
So
just
when
we
we
just
get,
electrocuted the water. I think
if we ever make it to level
cut that
11,
time in half by a lot.
yeah,
if we ever make it to level 11, I can make something called Pyronite.
you put a nuke down a bug hole, you got a lot of dead bugs.
I got
you
a
know what I'm
video to show
saying?
you, Tursip. This is an extreme example, but this is real.
okay.
Just do it of the ones where they're doing all the fish. Where is that, in Georgia or something? All the jumping fish, the fish that jump out of the water. Like,
No. This guy's
do
shooting
that
a fucking carp from a bridge.
What the
Like,
fuck?
No,
No.
never out.
Is that Columbus? Is that in Columbus?
Wait,
Is that
that's
in
what we do
Columbus?
video.
We bow fish from a bridge. Not
Is
like
that-
a super tall one, but
Is that in Columbus, Indiana?
I don't know where this one's at, but
This
I
is a
wish this
world
was-
record, or they just called it that?
Right in the
they
head.
just called it that. But there's a fucking whole ass fish at the end of this, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and he shot that shit forever away.
Oh, close to it anyway.
it didn't even hit the water, and he was like, "Got him!" Like, dude, how?
Dude, so there's a bridge in Columbus, Indiana.
that's an impressive
It is,
shot.
actually.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck?
That guy's fucking Legolas, dude.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, so is Ulf. He just fucking rolled a natural 20. So
Just saying.
just like that guy did.
You hit
If
the
that
bottle,
guy-
the fucking thing
They're taking the
explodes.
cup- Fish
That
to
guy can shoot a
Isengard.
fucking carp from a bridge like 100 and some feet
Roll
away.
3d4. Get this bullshit out of here.
This video has to be doctored.
I mean, he hit it dead center too. It's got to be fake video. That's
No,
got to be
way.
fake.
No, dude. There.
No,
Okay,
that's-
so there's this bridge in Columbus, Indiana. There's a bunch of Asian carp in the White River down south. This dude, it was on the paper in Columbus, Indiana.
Mhm.
He just sat on top of the fucking bridge and just fucking sniped these carp with a bow from like 40 feet up in the air. Just
Yeah.
sniping the fuck out of them. And he had, at the end of the day, like 30 to 40 just dead Asian carp on the fucking side of the river. He literally was just pulling them out of the river, tossing the line over, and just yanking it up to drop the fish. That's all he did all day was just fucking snipe these fucking fish from a bridge. I mean,
Asian
They do-
carp are a invasive species too, so you don't even have
yeah,
to have.
that's why he was doing it.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. All right. So 6 fish.
Yeah, 6 fish. 6 fish float up into the river and begin floating downstream.
No, get this.
I will mage hand the fish onto shore.
I'm personally
Ivar, quick!
requesting that Ulf like creates bow fishing.
I think
Um,
you just need. We need a shirt that's called Oldfish, like
my-
There's a
fucking
picture
bow
of me
fishing.
from when I was in high school.
My Sage Samick recurve bow has literally a fucking setup to attach a reel to it.
Ulf looks after seeing this. Ulf looks over to Ivar, and he says, "Can I see your fishing pole?"
I'll give him my fishing rod.
After you do all
He
that,
fucking rips the reel off.
Yeah.
after you guys are doing all that, Marcus kind of looks up and is like, "What can I do to help?"
Are you
You're already done? I think you need like 4 hours.
I do, but I don't want to.
Okay, well, I don't want to sleep either, but like we have to.
Indeed.
are you able to grab the fish from the water? Will the water hurt you?
I don't believe that it will above the table.
You
Below
have
the-
no resistances to cold damage.
Yes, to cold damage, but I don't think I can drown.
You cannot drown, but your skin and stuff will deteriorate, only leaving your skeletal body. So if you want to,
Do you guys have a fire going at present?
Yeah, we have a normal fire, but Ivar or Ulf was going to ask you to gather fish in the water while he was sleeping.
It would damage my skin.
Oh well, then
I could give you some of these, and I'll hand him a couple of the necrotic bombs.
the
You know,
what?
the necrotic bombs.
Oh,
I
this
made
is
them
an
as part of my
experience.
daily fucking preparation.
Okay,
It
I
does
have planned.
d6 negative damage, and then does 1 negative splash damage. And then on a critical hit, you become sickened.
How do I trade?
So just don't critically hit yourself.
I have planned for this rod later. I have an idea. I've been inspired by something.
By
I thought there was
YouTube
2.
video.
Hit accept. Hit accept.
I did.
Okay, it is time to sleep now.
On my screen,
It says both parties have accepted.
So six fish. I'm assuming trout of some sort,
Yes.
or perhaps
I don't know. I'll
It
just-
could be walleye. It could be fucking
Trout.
trout,
I just do
walleye,
this.
perch,
I think
pike.
they're 240-pound sharks.
Here you go. Here you go, Paul. I just put them on the ground.
how do I pick that up?
Double click it maybe, or drag it onto your character sheet.
I got it.
Oof, we are so
Trout
good at
would
teaching.
be
I would say yes.
the most likely type of fish.
Trout. Okay, perfect.
I made them so that we don't have to rely on Ivar to heal you, just in case.
So, yeah, I make quick work of cleaning of just I don't fully like fillet them or anything, but I pull
You
all
got
the
'em.
guts and everything out real quick. You know what I mean? I get them
You don't really
prepared.
flay trout, anyways.
Well, no,
You cut them up the stomach and
Yeah. So we do that before I go to bed.
Joseph, that's what you do.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
just
you go,
the bullshit.
You go from bum hole to chin, and then you give them the 2 little fingers and scoop out all the guts.
Oh, I don't even do that. I just go up and I cut right around the gill plate
There's
and I
some
just cut the
upset
bottom of
about
the
the-
lips off and I just
The
go
bow fishing thing.
You just basically go right at the jawline. You cut up through, and then you make like through the gill plate. You go up from either side, cut the bottom lip off, and you just pull everything out.
Yep, nature's Milky Way.
Easy.
That's taking the wrapper off.
Everyone gets their long rest.
Beautiful.
Ah, wonderful.
Including Marcus.
Yeah, but someone else will have to take over the last spot, like the end of the last.
I will do the
It-
morning.
I will sleep.
And then you'll have to get rid of that potion, the necrotic bomb. It's only good for the...
Yeah.
Day.
Whenever he does a long rest, it should get rid of it automatically.
I don't know
It has
because
a-
it's an
yeah.
item that traded.
It has a
It
has
did.
a
Yeah,
has a
it goes
temporary
away.
item
Mine
trait.
go away.
It went
Oh.
away when I.
Temporary items. That's a thing.
Yeah. Yep.
The system's better and better.
I know, right? Well, it's done that since we started playing, but
Yeah, but I didn't know that shit because I didn't know you could trade it to other people and it'd be like, oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's super nice.
All right. So you guys are heading straight for Eppeltoft, right?
Okay, yep. Let me do my daily preparation.
Now that we got all those fish that we caught.
Of items.
All right. I need
Professional
a
fisherman.
survival check to ensure direction.
Okay, let us do this.
Do the daily trade.
I can also help with survival.
Nope. Now we're off of there.
If you wish, then yes, we can do this together.
How does that work?
Oh, great. I think I broke something.
Do we just both roll?
I was trying to throw stuff on the map when it got changed. It didn't like
do we
that.
both roll if I want to help him?
There's a thing called Follow the Expert. I don't know if you guys are experts in.
Oh no.
No,
I'm just trained.
trained.
It worked.
Cool. And then give Ivar some potions.
I'm looking to see if there's any like direction thing.
Probably won't need them, but you know,
I still appreciate
never
you.
hurts to be prepared. Tingle is a caring man.
Yeah, there's nothing like it would be like track. but I don't
Survival has a sense direction.
think- Okay.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Found
I have
it.
a +5 since direction.
So do we both roll if I want to help him?
If you don't have a compass, you take a -2 item penalty to sense direction checks.
Yeah, I do not have a compass.
All right. Roll that with a -2 penalty then.
Oh, it privately rolls.
Oh, and it already did it.
Yeah, it didn't even show me what I rolled.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's
Yeah,
a secret
that's cool.
thing.
So if I want to help him, can I also roll? What do I do?
Mm,
I
that's
think
not
you
how
have to be.
health works.
I think you have to do the experts, like follow the expert thing, right?
I don't know what that is.
So
Tim posted it up
follow
above.
the expert is more of like if the party is sneaking somewhere and someone's really good at sneaking, they can follow the example and get a circumstance bonus. There
You hear
is
that? You hear that,
no
Shefty?
like help
Okay.
action.
Okay.
I took a skill feat for that.
Oh, you badass.
Fucking legend.
With what Ronan and Tinkle are able to describe of what they know about Ebbeltoft and its location, you are able to successfully navigate the party.
Yes.
As in the distance, you see tall pillars of white smoke rising to the sky. As the party gets closer and closer, a large river separates you and a magnificent built-up city. It is the largest city you have ever seen your eyes upon. Tall towers of stone and metal reach up higher than any of your buildings you have ever noticed before, spewing white smoke. Ronan Tingle, you would recognize this as steam.
It is good to see home again.
A couple miles down to your west, you see a small village with a large stonework bridge that reaches into the city of Ebeltoft.
Oh, good. We can go through on the bridge.
I'll lean over to Ulf and say, make sure to take notes, just in case we decide to raid someday.
Sure. Yes.
Must be so much money in city.
I can imagine so. But it
There-
will take
there
lots
is-
of people.
There is financial institutions that they has lots of the money. They
They
hold
also
on
got-
to it for other people's.
They also don't mind magic, and they also don't mind having like a really heavy military presence that's well trained. Just
Well, yes, because
Just letting
they
you
are
know.
at the wars. They are at the wars with the Queen Death. They has been at wars for a long time.
would I know
We will
this
see.
like village is like a trading checkpoint of some sort? Like we're gonna have to like, yeah, we'll have to like supply papers or something.
Or we just spread our cheeks again like last time.
Not necessarily supply papers, but it's mostly used as storage, farmers, and stuff. They are working the greenhouses, which, as I was getting ready to describe, as you guys walk down a rough path, you can tell this used to be an ancient road of some sort that hasn't been well maintained. But walking down this path and heading towards this town, there are large buildings made of glass and steel, glass and iron, with plants growing inside of them, steam emitting from vents that Roan, and Tingle, you would understand that these have boilers or some sort that provide heating into these to keep the soil from freezing over.
Would
But-
I know of a less formal way to get into the city?
And I would also like to look over at Marcuse's disguise and make sure that it's all in place.
It ain't
Um,
great. Like it's
The scheme. it's
without
costing
without a
space.
disguise kit, he's gonna be noticed quite easily. Just because he hasn't taken the time to learn how to disguise himself well, other than put on thick furs. Tingle, there's no way from this town to get inside of the city. So you could try to cross the river or something, but there's no like other
I
passage.
wasn't sure if I would be aware of any like sewer routes or anything like
No,
that.
their systems are not connected.
So, boys, we got just a little bit of a problem. So, Ebeltoft proper does not take kindly to undead. And I have never seen an undead. Well, I've never seen many undead, period. But I have never heard nor seen of an undead like Marcus that isn't like actively trying to murder anything that's alive. So they may not let him in.
Especially if it is Daryl at the gate.
I don't know who Daryl is, but
Daryl, he is the douchebag.
good to know.
Okay.
As Turset writes the name Daryl down.
All right.
So we need to figure out some sort of solution to this problem. Well, you still got them. You got them wolf heads. Yep, I see them.
Yep. I do have them.
Can we cape one of them on Marcus?
Whatever you wish to do. It is served their purpose. We do not get attacked by wolves while we are finished traveling.
Let me check my backpack. I may have. could have swore I had an item. By the way, I have a compass.
Oh,
Having
it out
seen you,
first.
having seen you struggle, how do I trade?
It's down by the names.
Oh, request. Got it. Having seen you struggle, I have a gift.
Your mic's cutting out.
oh. Thank you for this. I was not able to acquire a compass before setting out.
Indeed.
Thank
But you have one now.
for such a gift.
I don't know why I have marbles. I'm sure there's a reason I bought marbles. But I
Yeah.
have marbles.
Acme shenanigans. They trip. They fall prone.
I think those are just ball bearings.
Alright. I would like to try to use one of these. Give me a second. I gotta figure out how to proc the item. Did it work? Did it proc?
Snake oil.
Can I use that?
Yeah.
On what?
My face so I don't look as undead?
I will allow that.
Excellent. Now I gotta figure out how to use.
I will allow that to raise your DC for that hour.
Alright. I just took it off of my. I just deleted one.
There's also a use button in chat where you could have clicked it.
Oh, I see that now.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, cool. Add one. There we go.
Well, you look more youthful already. That's kind of amazing.
Yes, but on the side of bottle, it lasts about an hour.
We should try to hurry to gate then.
Maybe we can buy a disguise kit and start learning how to.
I do
Well-
not know how expensive the disguise kits are.
I have a decent amount of gold. We shall see.
I don't
Oh, yeah,
know
gold
that.
is good to sell.
I don't know that they're gonna. I don't know if we got time to like find the type of people that would sell that sort of thing. That sounds like
I
something you
might
find.
just be able to go to
I don't know. Tingle might know some people.
a city this large. Has to have an area where women buy things, gussy
Where's-
up themselves.
We're just at the village outside of Ibeltoft, right?
Yeah,
Yep, you're just getting ready to walk into that village.
But would you want to wait to use the snake oil until we get to the gate?
Well, that was my intent.
Okay.
Perhaps we could go in and find such a thing and then bring it to you, Marcus. If this is a concern,
I wonder if there are a potion or something.
How long did
I
it take
can
me to
make.
apply the oil?
It's an action.
So it's quick.
So it's now chemical consumable.
I have
Oh,
enough that I can last a few hours.
What's
yes,
the?
but it is a I don't want to say this the wrong way, but it is a temporary thing. If someone looks too closely for too long, they'll be able to figure it out. And I would rather not have to fight a city to get you out.
Well, I suppose I could probably somewhere to sit aside, but I would add that splitting up might not also be it might not be the best of ideas, since someone could, rabble around here, ask too many questions, look too closely just while I'm here alone, but I
Well,
can
I
be
would-
diplomatic.
I would
If
not
we
leave you
have-
alone.
If we has the time, Tingle can perhaps reverse engineer the snake oil. Then Tingle could make some for whenever we need it. But it will take a little while.
I can give my money to Ivor, and he'll purchase what we need. And I can stay with you outside of the city for now, Marcus. Until
I
we
am
fig-
giving Tingle some gold.
Okay. Until we figure out how to get you inside the city proper, I will stay with you to make sure that you are not left alone.
I'm gonna keep one just in.
Okay.
But feel free to trade or use those as you see fit. Take the last of my gold.
So
Take the dog sled of mine and the items that it has on it, and
Oh
Sell.
yes, we has the berries. Perhaps we could sell the berries to
I don't know
like,
if the trade is
maybe
working very
a
well.
person who likes the wine.
are those berries any good?
I think they should be. It has
Have
only
we
been
tried
like
to
a
eat
few
them?
days.
No, have we tried to eat them? Do we know what they taste like?
No?
Okay, let me try to eat one.
You
Yeah, I
pop
think
open
the
one of the
trade thing
barrels
very fun.
and grab one of the large berries that takes up your palm. I'm assuming you just take a big old bite.
I do.
It is sweet and delicious, and after one or two bites, you almost feel full.
Ooh, this is interesting. We should have eaten these
Oh.
instead of try to fish.
I have heard of such berries before that fill you very well.
This
I
is
I
good.
believe it was one of those nature shamans.
Perhaps I do not know of this thing, but I feel as if I have eaten a pretty hefty meal, and I have taken but a few bites of this berry.
Please tell me it's a good berry.
It is sweet and delicious. I think it is rather good.
It's not a good berry. It's just a very
Just a big
juicy-
fat old berry.
But
It's just
very
a very
thick-skinned.
good berry.
Yeah, it's a very good berry. It's very thick-skinned though, right? Because that's what helps prevent it from being
Got, like,
affected by
peach skin.
permafrost and frostbite. It's a thick
Well,
berry. Very
they
good
say
thick
that
berry.
they say that the nutrients are in the skin, so if it is thick-skinned, it is a lot of nutrients.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Perhaps we hold on to those. Those will be good in the future.
well, there we go. So we need to get through this town to get to Ebeltoft. Are we trying to find something to help Marcus out in this town, or are we just trying to pass through?
I
just
think
want-
we just try to pass through, and then
Okay.
Marcus, he can use the snake oil, perhaps, to try get through the gate. If not, we can
let's just
figure
sled on
it out.
through. Let's just sled on through. Put one of these wolf pelts on him. Use that snake oil. So let's just kind of
Let
go
us
on
go.
through.
Yes, let us go.
Okay. Walking through the small town, you see a couple of armored and armed guards. Roan and Tingle, you would recognize that these are standard guards. Just walking around and patrolling.
I squinted like each one of them, looking through like the eye slits to see if each one's Daryl.
But they look at you as you are traveling through the town, but they don't stop you. The town is full of small homes, houses, a little bit of like market stalls and like storefronts towards the center, and then larger warehouses for carts, buggies, stables, and motorized vehicles of some sort. They have tracks, but they're almost... They have like a sealed cab up in the front, like a little small cabin where controls are, and then they have a flat surface like a raised sled that moves on tracks.
Oh yeah, Calamobiles.
Calamobiles.
That's what you're going with, huh?
Yeah. I got nothing.
But they use those to carry, bundles of food around. You see open crates, barrels, and stuff of vegetables and fruits, things that have been grown in these greenhouses, bundles of hay, and other supplies around the town.
So, should we sell the dogs, or do we want to keep the dogs?
Actually, this might be the best place to sell the dogs, honestly.
Probably.
Yes,
Yeah.
we sell dogs.
We should sell the well, we don't want to sell well,
We probably should sell some of the things on the sled first.
Yeah.
Because we will have trouble carrying all the things.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we could buy another beast that could carry all of the things we need on a single sled or two.
Perhaps. We would need probably a large creature.
Perhaps a horse or something of that nature, like a draft horse, perhaps.
Yeah, like a horse and a larger like a sleigh instead of just these little sleds.
Yes, and the moose.
Like a large horse, similar size to moose.
Yes,
Or
moose.
close.
We get the moose.
Or
there are not
polar
half
bear.
here.
Are there any domesticated mooses in the world?
I don't think so.
I believe it's
Probably.
pronounced Mises.
Yeah,
Moosin.
moosin. Is there a gander of domesticated mooses?
A gander. Oh,
I
man.
gaggle.
What's good for
gag.
the geese is good for the gander.
Not to my knowledge. Like if you're talking about in real life.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I don't know.
It's really hard to probably domesticate something that can be almost 8 feet tall.
Clydesdales.
But as you guys get closer to the center of the town, you can look down the main street that goes into a massive stone
group
and
of moose is called a
iron-worked
herd.
bridge leading into Ebeltoft. And on this bridge is more motorized vehicles, but they seem to be more heavily armored. And there seems to be a gaggle of guards on the bridge.
I'm getting like severe Final Fantasy V vibes right now.
What are
The-
these things?
They are you call a vehicle. They use the magics and other things that Tingle is not too sure about because he has not had the opportunity to take one apart.
I did not know of these things.
Yeah, they're machinations that just like they can travel like a beast of burden, but they don't require like food or sleep or anything like that.
Do we get one of these? for the sled?
I don't think that we could afford these.
They are quite expensive.
And I think they're mostly meant for the government. Like, I don't think normal people typically have them.
Well, perhaps we could take one.
Yeah, no. So I know that you and brother Ivar, like to take things. But in this area, if you take things, 7,000 people attack you.
I will convince them to let me have this thing.
Okay. I'll watch.
Okay.
I'm not your brother this game. I'll let you fucking die.
Ivar kind of walks up to the guard who's accompanying this thing.
Ivar walks up to the guard.
Ulf walks up to the guard who is accompanying this thing. He looks at him.
He looks slightly different. So that's he has a little bit more iron and steel into his armor that's raised up, gives him a little bit better neck protection. He has a thicker belt, right? And
I believe it's called a gorget.
His front plate has a very ornate sash that decorates the metal plating with gold layered trim. Roan and Tingle would recognize as the front sashes that cover the armor as being a signification of rank.
Oh, Tingle does not think this is a good idea.
Ulf doesn't listen. He goes over.
He's just going to ask him a question, Tingle. It's okay.
He says,
I think he is going to try to do more than ask.
Hello, you are a guard of this city, yes?
I am.
What is this thing that you have with you that moves alone and can carry things? What is this?
You're talking about our transport.
Yes, it is. It seems convenient.
Where are you from, traveler?
I am from the Rain Plains, far to the north.
One of those folk.
I'm sorry, what?
What do you mean those people?
In my brain, he just went fucking savages.
Savages, Bailey.
I'm sorry, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Hunter-gatherers.
You could call it that.
Perhaps, yes. That is a good word for this.
Steelers Killers is more of a...
Well, that's just...
You see, we like to follow the,
I am alone. Don't talk for me, please.
Vikings. That's what you
Viking.
call yourselves up north.
Yes, perhaps, yes.
Warriors of the sea.
Yes, indeed. I build ships, in fact.
Well, think of this as a land ship. And
yes,
we are warriors of the land. We call ourselves soldiers.
That makes sense. That I understand this.
So this is our transportation to and from battle.
Is it able to carry things like transport your supplies, your goods?
We use them to transport our supplies to and from the front lines.
Do you sell these?
Not in this configuration. You could build your own if you gather the parts, but these armored variants are only for the soldiers of Ebeltoft and the mercenaries of the Frost Legion.
Okay. This is good to know. What if... So, if I not have armor, could I buy or find a similar, how do you say, build to this without armor?
You saw those smaller ones, the the ones that had a very small cab.
Yes, I see
Yes.
them.
Yes, there's larger variants that we use to transport larger amounts of goods within the city and between the towns.
I see.
So
And
those
then he
ones
points
are
to
available.
Elf points to the sleds and he says, "How big to carry this? Minus the dogs. We don't want to keep dogs."
One of those small trucks would be able to carry everything on your sleds.
Do you know what this would be? How much I would have to pay for this thing?
Let me go get a price comparison real quick.
Olaf has gone from like shipbuilder to used car salesman in the lore now. You see this vehicle? It carries so
You
much
see this?
supply.
It carries 6 sled worth of vehicles. It carries all of this in one. You don't have to feed, you don't have to water, you don't have to brake.
Welcome to Ulf Used Car Emporium.
You also ride on with cargo. You never have to stop.
I want to see a list. Okay, Winter Card, Light Chariot.
This one only have 120,000 miles.
Has only been to frontline battlefield 3 times.
Do not offer low price. I know what I have.
Do not try to lowball.
Officer drives
those smaller
around
trucks,
base.
Those smaller
Only on
trucks cost
Sundays.
around 120 gold.
120 gold. Yes. Okay.
120
Do you know of a place where I could buy one of these?
We're gonna end up being like
In
Battlefield 2 platoon in the back of a fucking truck the entire game.
In the city?
Yes.
Okay. I will ask. I will ask once we get in the city. Okay. Thank you. You have been so helpful.
There's different variants, but some of them get much more expensive.
Oh, I do have to ask. Is there a way to find them? Can you locate them after you lose them?
I'm sure you could put a tracking rune or some other thing on there.
Okay. Do yours come with this rune on it?
Yes, we have an ability to track our.
Perfect. This is good. This is good. No one wants to lose their mode of transportation, right? Yes, good to know. Thank you.
He's not deceiving. He is not deceiving.
He is not.
You do know there's an action specifically say
Sense
like
motive?
sense motive.
Yeah.
Start pulling out the I'm a sovereign citizen.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well,
Now, you do know that we have something called law and order here in Ebeltoft. Since you are a far traveler,
yes,
I think you should familiarize yourself with our laws and how we maintain order.
Yes, of course. Yes, this is a good idea.
That way you do not get yourself into unwanted trouble.
Yes, I have question. How do you determine who owns what?
Say it, DJ. Well, possession is 9/10 of the law.
For larger items and property of value, there's normally a deed associated, a written document.
Yes, like house?
Like house, like vehicles. You know,
like this, and he points to what he's writing. Their thing.
yes, each
But
one
like that, and he points to a smaller one that walks by.
even those ones, they all
Good.
have a special recognizable sigil on them so they can be traced.
Okay.
And ownership can be verified.
So then it would be safe to say all of them have this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I want to know if I want to purchase one, if I want to buy one, I want to make sure that it is known that it is mine. And I don't want someone to walk off with it.
Yes, but for smaller items and perishables like food, yeah, it's done through purchase. And
What about your weapons?
again, through purchase, normally with a written receipt.
Okay.
Someone who possesses the receipt normally can make claim to legal possession.
Who could I speak to see one of these receipt?
Make a purchase in town, and you will get a receipt.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Is this so? Now, I apologize. Is this question? I am new to this. Do I need one for everything? If I buy cup of ale, do I get a receipt? If I buy
If you request
time
it.
with woman, do I get a receipt?
If you request it.
Understood. Is it normal to walk around with receipt for everything you purchase?
For whatever period of time you remain in possession, sometimes. Other times, people file them away in safes or other secure places.
That sounds like way too much work. Okay, thank you. You have been absolute help. I appreciate all of your time and your words. Is there a way to thank you?
Yes, hold on here for a moment. And he taps his spear down twice on the bridge,
Ulf
making a
looks
loud
around.
clanging sound.
What do I hold? And he reaches for the spear, like slowly.
No, don't hold the spear. Just stay where you are.
What do you want me to hold? You
This
say hold on.
gentleman comes up behind you, and he grabs your hood and pulls it back, revealing your face, Ulf. A stone that glows blue with runic emblems is then put in front of your face as it then scans it. A iridescent blue light covers it, and then he holds the runic disc out flat, which then 100 or so faces of a hallucination are performed on top of the rune that try and match your face.
I hold his
And
wrists.
You hold
and
the
I
wrist
look at
of
him.
the-
I look at him with wide eyes, and I say, "I'm holding on as he said to hold."
You can let go of the seeker.
What do I hold? And he like grabs his own like furs.
You can hold your furs, you can hold yourself, we just don't need you to hold still.
Do not
this is
touch me
good.
again. And on the rune disc, it ends up no faces appear, and the seeker looks towards the guard and goes, "He's no criminal. He's not wanted." And then he's going to immediately move on to the next person that's closest to Ulf and perform the same exact thing, holding the runic stone out, allowing it to scan your face,
And
and try and produce.
Who was the closest to me? And I look to the guy who said, "Don't hold on to them," and I say, "I am just confused. I have never been here before. I don't understand your words."
I feel like he's like at least a few steps away from us.
Oh yeah, I would have met them. Like as they start walking, like I'm talking to this guard and I'm looking to see what everybody's doing.
I forgot. Your people up north have taboo against magic.
Yes, this that is magic, you say?
That is a form of magic. That is a seeker. A seeker is used to hunt down criminals. They get magic stones that have an imprint of every known criminal's face.
I assure you that the people I travel with are not criminals. We were slaves at one point. We got free. We are away. We do not have crimes in your city. We are not known to you.
That's fine. The Seeker's just doing their job.
The Seeker will move from person to person to person, scanning every single one of you to make sure that you are not wanted by the system.
I look to Aroni Roan.
I also looked at RONE around.
You guys think I'm a criminal?
I looked at because he's the one who says he's the
Only
metal
because
cop.
I'm looking for your response to this.
Once I heard
Tingle
we're looking
is-
for criminals, all I know is Roan
My-
gambles, and I look to Roan, and I'm watching him after I say what I said.
No, it's just
But
Roan's just like Asperger's. It's gonna fuck us over eventually.
would I know that like some of the like petty things that I've done would be in a system like this, or is this like war criminals?
No, this is for like the Seeker program is not widely spread throughout Ebeltoft. You've heard of it, but it's fairly new because it's coming from a different nation that you're not aware about. Like this whole technology and stuff. So you're not sure who's actually in control and responsible, so you've never encountered a Seeker before.
If I have never seen a Seeker before, then they can't have my face.
I don't know if I'm in the system. So Rone Roan. I don't I'm trying to like get into like a mindset of like, here's a human being who has like all the knowledge of social skills, but has only been alive for like a year. So I have no idea. I don't know how he would respond. Has Roan ever come in contact with this before?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. I would. Okay. So Rone Roan would keep track of how much time has passed since we've come into town. How much time has passed since Snake Oil has been applied to Marcus?
It's been less than an hour.
Okay. I'll just let it happen.
Okay. The Seeker comes and scans your face, looking at you for a moment as this light shines upon you, and it just starts rotating through what you perceive as possibly stored images, illusions, or some other form of magic. And he just stares at you and your eyes as it scans through. And then the images stop. He puts down the rune and he moves on.
Sweet.
This makes me really want to take the feet trick magic device. Oh man.
As once I see that Roan passes, Ulf kind of smiles big and says, "Told you no one is known to you."
Ivar gets scanned next.
I like how Roan's the only one that anyone assumes is a criminal.
As he holds this flat stone-like disc with etchings to it, and it illuminates a blue light onto your face, and it starts projecting images of other individuals fairly rapidly. as he just stares at you. The images stop, and then the guard or the seeker moves on to Tingle.
The whole time, Ulf is like waving everyone who is like passed on by.
Tingle, the light shines into your face. A much shorter list cycles through the disc. All of the images are of rat folk. But it's like 3 images that quickly cycle through, and then the guard moves on, or the seeker.
So
moves
now
on.
we now know that rat folk are like the pussycats of humanoids. There's only 3 rat folk criminals in the entire world. Okay.
There is not that many rat people in comparison to the humans or the elves or the
Don't you
any
all
of the
have
other races.
You guys have orgies as your like celebratory thing.
But we do not live for very long.
Oh, that's true.
We have very short lifespan in comparison, and we have not been around for that long. It has only been like 100, 200 years since the rat people have come up from the ground.
The seeker approaches Marcus.
Ulf isn't even paying attention at this point.
Lift your cowl.
Cowl?
Mm-hmm.
He's
My
wearing
word.
He's wearing a wolf hood.
I will comply.
An orc.
Indeed?
Yep, just an orc.
Ulf is completely oblivious to this whole exchange.
What brings an orc to Ebeltoft?
Well, if you must know, I am trying to do what I can to defeat the forces of Queen Death. If you know anyone in town that wishes to join me in my efforts, I would be glad to talk to them.
So you're looking to enlist into our army?
Potentially. But
Ulf turns his head immediately.
but I have some other commitments that I must deal with here first. This is the first time I've heard that Ebeltoft has an army that's seeking to do such a thing.
We've been at war with Queen Death
We've
for decades.
said this multiple times in character.
What?
We've said that there's an army here fighting Queen Death multiple times in character.
I know, but I'm trying to play like I'm clueless because obviously I'm not supposed to be here, guys.
Well, there's no orcs in the Seeker program. Yet. Let's see if you can keep it that way.
Fuck this guy.
Racist.
Should not be a problem.
And
What's the slit a throat action?
And he turns and he walks away.
I believe it's called a coup d'etat.
I think it's called Menage a Trois.
No. That's right. Keyword.
It's a
shit,
little
sorry.
out of context. There's no orcs on the western side of the continent, for the most part. Which is why he said what he did. Because Marcus is like the first orc you've ever seen before.
Gotcha.
Right. Like, you literally, all the orcs are on the eastern side across the spine. So an orc being on the western side of the continent's like really strange.
So is it just us now?
And the guards, you're still on the bridge, but you can continue to cross.
We continue. And
Yeah,
I
let's
look
go.
at the guard in front of us and I say, see, none of us are in your system.
The guards watch you as you cross with your dogs and your sleds, And you notice the roads don't have snow. The city is not snow covered as you
What
get
is
in.
this?
It is oddly warm and comfortable inside of this city.
I don't
As
like this. I want to leave.
Vents,
It is good to be back home.
vents across the roads have steam coming out of them. Pipes.
Oh, it's like fanning himself in his furs. It is too hot here. I don't like this.
You'll get to love it.
I don't know. And he starts taking off his furs.
Why are my furs so itchy now?
He just takes the furs off and he's like, I don't know about this. I don't like this. I don't like to sweat like this.
But pipes run across the city, connecting various buildings to each other. There's walkways. You see these motorized carts just driving around. Some of them are not even configured for cargo, but just to hold people. As like a taxi service. As you see people getting off of some of these motorized carts and handing a few silver or copper to the drivers as they just drive off.
I look to Roan and I say, where can we get one of these?
Huge metal cogs on sides of certain buildings slowly move and rotate. Bells and whistles can be heard throughout the city as it is bustling. And guards continue to patrol. Normally in pairs of 2.
I've honestly never really looked into it. I typically am a LONE, RONE. So I don't really have a need. I can move pretty quick on my own. So
I heard one of the guards say it is 127 gold pieces.
that sounds fair. I mean, it's like I said, it's like a piece of burden that you don't have to like feed or anything. So, but
can you make this type of money with your gamblings?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I made in the last year or so, I've made like 10 gold.
Yes, but what of this? And he points to the
I could win
cards.
that with coin flip.
Okay.
He points to all of the cart stuff. He says, "What if
And
we
I
sell
pull a
all
coin out of my
these?
pocket.
What if we sell this
Our cart full of stuff.
and then you gamble this?" Actually, Ivor,
I
do
mean,
your thing. Ivor, show him the gambling.
The gambling?
Yes, show him the coin flip gambling.
The coin flip?
I put $1 for Ivor. Put 1 gold piece for
$1?
Ivor.
So I take the coin out. I say, I put my thumb on it, like I'm ready to flip it, and then I go tails, and I flip the coin. And
What do you say? Before he flips, I say, "What do you say, Aro and Neron? 1 gold piece for Ivor or no?"
No.
No? Okay.
This isn't the kind of gambling I do.
What do you do then?
it's easy gambling.
This is best gamble.
Yeah, no,
It is
It's
good
easy.
gamble.
It's easy
It
gambles.
is even chance between 2 peoples.
that's the thing though. It's just a chance. The kind of gambling I do is more nuanced than just a 50-50 chance.
Okay, so then we roll the dice.
No, we
Yeah, we
flip
could do
coin.
that.
Easy gamble.
See, okay, so boys, you're misunderstanding what I say when I'm a gambler. So what I mean by that is like I play the people at the table.
Yes, I play people. Never lose.
Right.
Flip
no,
coin.
okay, fine.
You don't
I'll-
believe me? We flip coin.
Flip a coin. I will put a gold in.
I have 1 gold
Please,
driver.
please use Mage Hand to fucking manipulate it.
And I flip the coin, and I say tails.
Roll a D2.
The liquid
One-
gold.
One is heads.
No, it's his mouth.
It comes up tails.
Well, there's your gold, and I lost. So
See? Easy
Jen
gamble.
is obsessed with this accent, so she's like, "Hey, listen to Tim talk like this." So she's like shoving her microphone into my fucking
I
face.
saw that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. How does it feel to have stuff like, poke in your
Usually
face?
I'm like,
Yeah, no, I get it. I honestly,
you guys are watching, and I'm stage shy.
yeah, no, I get it. I absolutely get it.
All right, well here you go. Here's my gold. Do I even have a gold to spend?
Did you just make a bet with money you don't have? What kind of gambler are you?
I have a gold and 1 silver. I thought I had 1 and 1. So there
Perfect. So now I have 1 gold, an extra gold.
See, Ulf, now we just do that 136 more times. We have cart. Easy gamble.
Yes. I will bet. I will go to the next person and bet 2 gold on the next flip.
Yeah.
Fuck.
you go. Boys, that's not how it works. All right.
I feel like you guys would get to like 30 gold pieces, be like, "Oh my god, this is working," and then just fucking lose everything.
right.
No, the easy gamble. Never lose.
I've never seen this.
So the common game
Yes,
here.
never seen me lose.
A common game here in Eppletoft is lies dice. So that's where you roll 5 dice, and you bet larger amounts or larger dice.
Oh, it's
So-
the Pirates of the Caribbean game. Yeah.
So
this is an ancient game I have played for.
yeah. So, but it's if you could read the tells or
Well, because
intercept their thoughts, it makes it a little bit easier to play these sorts of games.
his
Um,
is
I get it now.
that.
Right. So if I can tell if they're bluffing or not, I can win more often than not.
You can use your abilities, which that you use against our enemies, to win more monies.
That is correct.
Let us do this thing. You do this thing,
Well,
and Ivor and I will do the coin thing, and we will see who comes up with more money at the end.
they don't bet. I mean, people don't have a lot. They don't have a lot of money that they can gamble with. There's a lot of money floating around the city. Don't get me wrong, but like,
Ulf looks around the city. He says, "There's money everywhere."
there's lots of money,
Yes.
but they don't gamble large amounts. There's a place called the Pearl. It's close to the sea, over towards the western side of the city. It's a place called the Pearl. That's where the larger bets are made.
They flip coin, easy gamble.
They do not flip coins. No, they play games of chance, or what they assume to be chance. It's really just statistics.
Well, coin not game of chance, easy win.
It is really easy for either person, heads or tails. It is one time. It is
Yes.
how do you say, half of one, half of the other.
Yes, but
Right.
every time I pick coin, I win. Easy gamble.
Can I see your coin?
And I hand him a silver piece.
So, is it the same silver piece you flipped before?
I hand him a silver piece.
Do I notice if it is the same coin he flipped before?
You'd have to make a perception check.
I'd make a mental intrusion check.
Against Ivar roll deception.
Why can I not roll? Why is perception not on my proficiencies?
It's on the main sheet,
Yeah, it's the main sheet. The main sheet,
main tab.
like right underneath AC.
I can't click it though.
You should.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
We should definitely do like a live game of Liar's Dice though.
We have
During
before.
one of the sessions.
I don't think you were.
You
part
weren't
of
part of the
group at
party.
that point.
Like
We did play Liar's Dice.
Yeah, we did real
Mhm.
Liar's Dice in the previous campaign. I created rules for it for D&D to make it work in Foundry and shit.
I mean, we all have dice, right? Just roll on your table.
Easy gamble.
yeah,
Easy gamble.
but I don't have like 66. I
But
don't have
also,
a
I
ton.
have about
there-
6,000 these.
There is the whole like sense motive and like deception and all that shit.
Yeah.
Just look at the pile right there that can't go into focus.
I would love to play Liar's Dice in character because
Yeah,
I got a fucking expert sense motive already.
But don't you get a minus
Ingo
10
will
for
play
having
by
Asperger's?
not looking.
Not at all. So like that's the whole thing, right? Like
But he can't sense social cues.
it's not social cues. It's rules within a game.
I guess that's true.
It's like throwing pennies in the air and asking him how many there are before they hit the ground. He's good at that.
Yeah. It's like you put me out in like a normal social world and you throw some idioms on some dumb shit that I don't understand, sure. But you tell me the rules of a game and then fucking Ulf is fucking locked in on the game.
How many coins does Tingle have in his pocket?
That is not
That is
that is
game.
not
That
is
is
game.
not coin flip. That's no easy gamble.
Let me
It is
see.
trick.
So-
Tingle does not have pockets.
It's
It
cheek
is.
pockets.
What do you call
You-
this? He points to mouth.
You
That is
believe this
pouch.
is the silver
That
piece
is cheek pouch.
used in the game or in the gamble.
I'll look just normal silver piece. I'll look it over.
Yep, just a normal silver piece.
Hand it back.
And I put it in my pocket.
All right. Bet a silver then. Which one do you want?
What?
Bet a silver. You want heads or tails?
And I pulled my coin out.
It's not the same coin then.
I pulled
What?
a coin out.
What color is a coin?
I put a silver coin in my pocket. I pulled a silver coin out.
So the game is how they say proverbially. There we go. A foot. Can I see that coin?
Easy gamble.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So
Ulf
if
kind of shrugs and says, what do you expect?
So if you ESO gamble like that at the Pearl or any well-established establishment here, the gods are they're gonna Viking you.
No, we Viking them with easy gamble. Flip coin, take money.
Yes.
That's not how it works here. That fraud
No,
fraud is a law.
It's not my fault that they pick wrong and they lose.
See, they did not give you the big book of law. They should have told you about the big book of law.
Yeah,
I
if
was
you're-
told to go see someone about this.
It's I heard possession 9/10.
you decidedly did not hear
No.
that.
I tell you, you need the receipt.
Oh,
If you own, if it is for you, you need the receipt. I don't know what this is. I want to see one, and then we can make one for what we
Okay.
want to, what
Ro-
we want to have.
Roan, Wolf need receipt for 1 gold.
No, I have it here. I have this 1 gold.
Yes, but do you have receipt for 1 gold?
I don't have receipt, but I have 1 gold. So
See?
do I need a receipt for 1 gold?
We
Well,
still
you-
have to get
You
into
own 1
town.
gold. You own 1 gold, yes?
Ron, Already around. Do I need one receipt as well as one gold? Or
usually,
I hate to be
money.
the party pooper here, but I may need to go see if I can find something to, spruce up a little bit.
Yeah, we just some scarves and whatnot.
The right side of his face just starts slowly drooping.
Falling off.
yes, let us find this.
Guys,
you
I
find this
need to
thing.
find a mask shop right now.
Ron, will you help? Will you help Marcus find this thing?
I don't.
Ivor and I will go make more money.
Yes.
You know what? I will try to find this one thing because I would like to see how much money you all come up with.
Perfect. It sounds
And
good.
I'm gonna need that gold back because I'm gonna have to post your bail here in a little bit.
No,
One gold?
You need receipt for gold.
Okay, fine. I will give you 1 gold back. Here is 1 gold. If he's holding it in his hands, if you do not have to get us, I want this back because I own it. I am letting you borrow this.
Yes. And you don't have receipt.
I don't have a
I am
receipt.
in your city. You do not have a receipt.
I do
am
not have
giving
a
you
receipt. This is your gold. I'm gonna hold on to it just in case.
If you do not use it to get me out, then it is mine back. Yes.
That is. Yep. I will give it back to you.
Okay.
has my money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Tingle.
Here
do you?
is this. I give him one. I give Roan the gold piece back.
Tingle.
gold piece.
That's all I had. Tingle. Your family's here. Are you?
Also,
If
all
you-
I had as well.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I would really appreciate
Easy
it
gamble.
personally.
Would you like
If you
to
would-
stay with my family?
No, I was hoping that you could come back and provide us with a few more elixirs that can assist us.
I mean, if you want to stay with family, it would be free. They don't charge anything.
Well, I wouldn't mind meeting your family at all. But especially because I want to hear Turset do that really weird Russian accent. But yeah, no, I wouldn't mind that.
Only Tingle that has the accent.
Right, just like it's only Ulf.
Yeah.
So that's why they're meant to be.
Absolutely.
No, I wouldn't mind that, but I can help Marcus here try and find a few scars and whatnot. So get him covered up a little bit here. So yeah, we'll do that. I'm sorry, not Marcus. Mr. Tingle, where should I meet you?
I would just list him off some random shop that has like an entrance to the sewers nearby.
Gotcha. That'll work. I know that place. That works just fine. So I'll help Marcus out here. You go see your family.
Yes, you'll know Bang Bang Alchemy, yes?
Yeah. Bang Bang Alchemy. That's right next to the little Thai restaurant, Bang Bang Shrimp.
You do know it's
the
near.
place.
You do know it's near one of the powers and filtering stations, one of the boiler buildings.
Oh, gotcha. So they can stay warm.
I'll just like look and be like, you see big smokestack, yeah?
Yep. They're over there. Yep.
The Bang Bang Alchemy is over there.
Perfect.
It is hard to miss.
So,
Not a problem
you
at all.
know that there's these large buildings spread across the city that have massive boilers in them and water filtration systems of some sort that and that's how the city keeps warm, they just boil water and just push it throughout the city.
Yeah, boiler systems are some of the most efficient heating that you can get.
Got you some Pedialyte there?
That's also how they maintain
Yeah, baby.
healthy water, as they learned how to filter water. So
Electrolytes.
Gotcha.
So
What
plants
plants crave.
the water from the plumbing systems is drinkable.
You mean like out of the toilet?
It's all the same water.
Technically.
It's all potable, baby. Lead-free brass.
What is potable?
Drinkable.
Why don't you just say drinkable?
I don't know why.
Because some sciencey person think that it's a good idea to make up words.
What's science?
Science,
It's
is like what Tingle does. He mixes
like-
things and,
It's like
make
tea for
thing
your
work.
brain.
I have
So-
not found water that I could not
So-
drink besides that of the sea.
Yes, don't drink seawater.
So what other words do you replace with other words to make you sound special?
Facetious. That's a good one for sarcastic.
What
Yes.
is
Um,
these words? I do not understand both facetious or sarcastic.
I scold.
I can tell.
Often.
So then there's like
Fucking hear me.
Ooh, sophisticated.
sophisticated, fancy.
Good word, fancy word.
I am not. Yep. Yes, Ivor and I are not fancy.
They're those type of people.
Hierarchy. That's a fancy word for shithead.
Ooh, monarchy.
Hierarchy. I've heard this. It is like chain of. It is like structure. It is
Yeah.
like Jarl.
Jarl.
It is like, yeoman. It is like reeve. It is like. I've heard this.
Being
Yeah,
past his
no.
shoulder. Shouldn't have thought
So
of it.
what's the sciencey word for rain?
I got
Precipitation.
What?
It is a precipitate.
This is dumb word. It is rain or snow.
It's condensation of water molecules in the air that come down from the sky.
It is rain or snow. What is this? It is hot or cold
No, no,
water.
no.
Actually,
It is
snow,
all you need
snow
to
is
know.
not considered. What? No,
So,
snow is considered.
in order
precipitation.
for the sky to make the rain or the snow, it must first heat up the water so that it. Okay, another big science word. Evaporate.
No,
You
that
know,
that's
is
what-
not true.
that's-
It is.
That's
It
when
is
water
cold.
turns into mist.
It is cold. Comes in, then it snow. It is hot. Comes in, it rain.
No,
That is it.
You come
So
to
wait.
my house. I will show you how work.
What is the sciencey word for the snow?
Precipitation.
That doesn't
Snow.
make any sense.
It is snow. It is snow or rain. It is hot or cold. Easy.
I agree with
Why say weird word like precipitation? Say rain or snow. Easy.
Yes, nobody knows what precipitation means, and obviously you don't either. Because if someone goes, hey, it's precipitating outside, you ask them, oh, is it rain or snow? So just
Well,
cut
it
out
could
all the
say
extra
rain or
fancy
It
snow.
could
words.
also be hailing
Thank you,
or
Marcus.
sleeting.
Thank you, Marcus.
It covers
Okay.
all the things that water could be when it comes from the sky.
What is sleet?
Precipitation.
Sleet is like water that tried to turn
Uh-huh.
to ice but didn't quite get to ice.
I
So
don't-
it is. So what are you saying? Are you saying that it start cold and then get hot, or it start
it's like-
hot and then get cold?
It's like jelly water.
So it is more
is
like
jelly
snow
water?
than it is rain.
So the thing that I don't understand is why do you say precipitation? We
We
already
don't.
have shorter words that actually make sense.
Because it
Rain,
it,
snow.
it covers
If
more
you
things
spend
than
less
just the
time
water. The water was
focused-
just example.
If you spend less time on fancy words and more time on learning to gamble, you would be the one who won money and not us.
More money.
Tingle
And
does not need to
less
gamble. Tingle can make potions and make money.
Yeah, no, Tinkle can do just fine. I don't use fancy words. I know fancy words. I don't use them.
You said precipitation or
I-
rain or snow.
I said it. I don't use it.
And sarcasm and how you say
Facetious.
facetious.
I don't know this word. Facetious, facetious. I don't even know how to spell
It just
this word.
it just means sarcasm.
How do you say this word? How do you spell
So
this
why
word?
don't you just say sarcasm?
I do. That's what I'm saying. I don't use these words. I just know what they mean.
But why do they even need to exist?
They are not.
I am not
I point
the
at
great.
Marcus like he's got a point.
Yeah, so does Olaf.
I'm not the great.
Oh,
Victor von Webster is the one who made up all these words. All right, Victor von Webster. That's who you want to talk to.
That name
But
sounds
see,
like some
there
rich
are
person.
There are
that
many
just wants to sound.
circumstances. There are many circumstances where a very specific word that is big could be used.
Can I steal this word? Can I take this word and like not let anyone else have it? Can I take it and put it away?
I hear possession
No.
9/10 of law in this city. As long as
No,
you
Who do
have
you
it is
take
receipt.
word?
I need to find receipt for word. Let us find receipt for word, and then I can take it, and it will be mine.
Receipt
and
is
I will get
other
rid of it.
1/10 of law.
I will get rid of this word if I
We
find
throw-
the receipt
Yes,
for
we
word.
throw receipt in river right next to the dog.
That is it.
This
I
cam-
find this thing.
this
Hello,
campaign has been-
anyone? Hello. We're in town, not in Oldfield.
This
Hello.
campaign has become Tingle
will
and
die.
Roan explain words to group.
Anyone? I want to find.
What did you guys do this session? We crossed a bridge and went inside of a village. How long did that take? 4 hours.
We argued
Hey,
about
we
words.
we killed wolves and we
Oh, yeah.
learned about
Wait.
leveling up.
Oh my
Okay?
god, we actually did 3 things this session
4
instead
things.
of 1. Wow.
4 things.
We are
You also
full lion.
invented bow fishing.
We did invent bow fishing.
And I had a terrible nightmare that I haven't talked about yet.
Well, let me tell you, the way we designed bow fishing in this world, way more efficient.
Shoot the alchemical bottle. Get fish.
It's okay.
Mhm.
Next level, I'll take pressure bomb as my alchemical bomb.
Oh, baby. Okay. All
Before-
those jokes aside.
You guys are gonna invent the fucking torpedo between shipbuilding and pressure bombs and shit.
Nope,
You guys,
nope. Shipbuilding is out now. Shipbuilding is out. Used car salesman and pressure bombs.
Well, see, the thing is with the pressure bomb.
Shipbuilding is not out.
So
We'll never get to
move-
England if we.
They move an object 5 feet, but if I strap a bunch of them to an object and stick it underneath of something, do those
Yes.
stack?
Okay, so it is time. We are in the city. We are looking for things. Marcus is looking for a disguise kit. We are looking for a way to get more money to get one of those dog things that we do not have to feed. We're going to sell our stuff. We're going to sell the dogs, and we will consolidate to a single sled if we have to, or we can sell all the sleds and get to one sleigh if possible. That is what we are going to do, and it is really unfortunate that the person who is really good at talking to people decided to go with Marcus.
I'm good at talking to people.
I'm not good at talking to people. I just talk a lot.
Guys, I'm really good at talking to people.
Okay, then I will let. I look at Tingle and I say, it is known that Ivor is good with
Very
getting
persuasive.
troops. He is good at getting troops and men for ships. Will you let him talk for this the sales?
See, the word I think you are searching for is persuasive.
That is no. He is good at speaking.
I'm somewhat of a diplomat.
Yes.
Kevin, don't
He
you
is-
have a picture of the carts?
Yeah, you mean the ones from Dungeon Alchemist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted them in the chat. Let me see.
Yeah, you can find them. All right. You've made it to Ebeltoft. You're allowed to do downtime. Agree on how much downtime you want. Make sure that you're paying for costs. Tingle, you have a home to go to, so you don't have to pay for, like, that.
Before we split,
everyone to come to my home if they wanted to. So it's their
Before we
choice
split,
to.
before we start splitting up,
No.
Tingle, are you going to be looking for supplies I need, or should I be taking what I get back?
Well, above table, I don't have your gold.
Oh yeah, we never got
It
the
looks
trade
like I
order.
only took a picture of the largest cart.
Tingle must
That's fine.
if we
I wanna
would
show
like to have potions for next trip, Tingle will need to do work. The Tingle will not be able to help you.
Well, as much as I would like to go, I have to deal with this now.
I like that.
Oh, that's not the largest one. That's the one that's more commonly available.
I like it though.
But yeah.
That's the one we're gonna buy by flipping a coin.
Rusty would be so happy.
Boys, I drank too much.
If you're
Same.
selling your stuff, go ahead and sell it. There's already rules for things like that. Treat the berries as rations. So, give yourself like 40 rations with the berries.
That's where we started, boys. With the fucking rye. That's where we started.
David.
When did you start while we were playing Apple Salmon?
No, I did not. I started when we started this session.
Oh,
Look at that.
did we
Your-
record?
So your disguise kit, Marcus, is going to be basically made up of supplies from costume shops. That
Okay.
your character is going to discover that there's literally shops and stores to buy costumes and
Spirit. Holiday spirit.
yeah, I mean there's normal clothing venues as well, right? Where there's just been mass produced identical shirts and jackets and stuff.
They've all popped up inside of the old closed down defunct Chuck E. Cheese's,
But then
Yeah.
there's also like makeup kits from like the
which used to be run by Tingle's family.
Mm-hmm.
there's makeup kits and stuff as well. So you'll be able to get yourself a disguise kit so long as you can actually afford the cost.
And what's that?
Price.
Let me go
Or should I just look?
Look it up.
How do you? Is there a shop on this like there was in D&D?
So, like, if you go to items,
It's 2 gold
Yeah.
pieces for a
I have
disguise
that.
kit.
I have that.
Phew.
Is there a shop button somewhere?
No, you'd have to just browse, add it, and then subtract.
But in there, you can subtract the money with when you do it.
Yeah,
Sure, go ahead.
you can buy
In
it.
your items, you can search it, and then when you find it, you can purchase it.
So there's technically like a shop.
Yes.
Oh,
I see.
what do we sell our stuff for? The stuff that we want to sell. What do we want to sell, by the way?
So if you go to inventory,
That's going to be up to.
I don't
Tingle
have a whole
because-
lot of stuff on me to actually sell because I don't remember everything that was in that thing, and I'm looking for the rules to sell stuff and I don't see them.
Oh, we had just thrown it. Yeah, because I didn't put any of it on my character sheet either, because we put it on the.
yeah. So if you hit the little search button on to like equipment, there's a little search on that brown bar. Then you can type in the word disguise, and then you can buy it from there.
Hell
And it-
yeah.
And it's up to Tingle what we
There's
sell.
a little buy
because
item button.
Stuff was super important to him or something.
No, only a couple of things I needed.
So
I know the
can sell
majority
these
of it.
11
like-
alcohols I put on me.
You could
Well,
also, if you
alcohol.
get 30 gold, you can get a hat of disguise.
Well, how much are we gonna get for the sleds and the dogs?
Oh, we can get you 30 gold, easy gamble.
Dogs are going to. These are guard dogs, correct?
Yeah.
So you get 1 silver piece per dog.
They weren't very good guard dogs.
Yeah, I mean they kind of got punked by a fucking wolf, so
I mean, okay, let's fucking hold on a second here. Okay, let's talk about fucking wolves for a second. All right, you don't want to talk about getting dogs getting punked by wolves. Okay, look at the biggest fucking dog you've ever seen in your life, and then 1.5 size is the fucking smallest gray wolf you'll ever fucking see. By the way.
But
What
I've
about
seen
like a
wolves
Malamute?
before, and I could easily kill
Is it a
wolf by
Malamute?
myself.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Like 1-on-1, maybe. Sure.
Yes, one-on-one. I could
One wolf
absolutely.
versus one person? Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
So how does selling work?
4 wolves versus one person? Nah, not
you're
ever.
I thought you guys had a way
Not without a
to
gun.
sell things directly from your character sheet, and it just automatically gave you the money. I thought you guys figured that out. At
I
one
see
point.
sell all treasure, but that what I would press.
Yeah,
Don't do that. That would be sad.
your carts are worth 1 gold to 5 silver each.
Just the cards themselves or the stuff on them?
Just the carts themselves.
So I have enough here, depending on how much selling takes off, that with a few gold from the party, I could get an item a lot of you having to do a disguise, which would be buying a disguise hat. If
Let me duplicate your sheet real quick, because I want to see what happens if you hit
Sell
all
treasure.
treasure. So I duplicated your sheet, Paul.
Well,
so
I
open
don't
up your
have
copy.
anything in the treasure thing.
Yeah, I just want to see. I want to know if it like gives you a list of things that you can select or not.
I don't think I have treasure
No.
money.
I don't even think it sold anything.
Convert all treasure items.
I
Okay.
did, and nothing.
All right. So I wonder if you have to drag things into the treasure category. I don't know.
Where's I see that.
Oh, that's like your gems and shit. That's what treasure is.
Actual like treasure tagged items.
That's yeah, like your diamonds, coral, emeralds, sapphires, gold, and shit. Okay. All right, I'm gonna delete that then.
Yeah, I don't see an actual like buying and selling section in the rules.
Let me look it up real quick.
I also completely broke this, so after because I tried dropping it into the shop, and it just froze tires. It did not like.
Items sell for half their price. Art objects, gems, and raw materials can be sold for full price.
Okay.
What is considered a raw material?
Iron ore, gold ore,
Okay.
A bunch of those alchemist supplies that we got.
wood.
Let's find the nearest dungeon. Just take pickaxes.
Bricks.
Mine the rocks.
Point.
That sounds like way more.
Let's
work
just
than
start
flipping
taking
a coin.
apart pipes.
Everyone's just gonna get a day job at this point, right? Like no
just
more
gonna flip a
adventuring.
coin.
There is an action called
There should be like a downtime action.
there is it's based on your level, but you can basically like find work.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah.
What is it
So
called?
one of the other, it's called earn income.
Earn income. Yep.
Yeah.
So you
But
can actually there
At
is
level
if
at the level that we're at, you're gonna make like a silver piece per day of downtime.
yeah. So there is another macro that you guys can try to import. It's called skill action dialogue, and then it gives you a little pop-up menu where you can select your skill, and then you can see what actions are associated with that skill. So like I randomly selected religion. That could be decipher writing, identify magic, learn a spell, or recall knowledge. One of the skills at the very bottom is earn income, which is just flat, and then there's a second pop-up that says what skill you're using from your character sheet that you have proficiency in, or training, or whatever. And then
You can also use it through your lore
there's
skills.
level 2 and how many days of downtime you're taking, and it will automatically roll for success or failure and how much income you make.
All right, here's another stupid question. The disguise kit doesn't have a number of charges, but it does say in there, crafted a large number of disguises, replenish your cosmetic supply, placement cosmetic. And it's like, okay, how do I know when I need to do that?
I'll think on it and see, I don't want to just say something that's wrong. I'll see if anybody else has created rules for it.
Okay. And you gotta just tell me what I need to do, if I need to roll anything or whatever, or like how that works.
It'd probably give you a circumstance bonus to your deception check. Oh, I'd have to see.
And it doesn't really say. It just says you can impersonate someone using deception. That's all it says.
Yeah. There might be something in your features about you being undead and stuff, about needing a disguise kit to hide the fact that you're undead. I think there was something like that. I'll take a look.
Well, I mean, I do have a feature supposed to let me.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, because we're talking about mechanic stuff now, so.